All right. So we're good now. Cool. Everybody cool? All right. How you guys been?
Great.
Good.
Wonderful.
Tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very tired.
Got that fresh baby at home.
How's baby Stevie?
She's good. She found her voice, so she's crying a lot now.
Oh, man. It came back to bite you.
Yeah, she didn't cry at all the first month, and it was awesome. But now she cries a lot, and it's not awesome.
Is that your first kid?
It is. It is our first child. But yeah, today she was really good. We went to my nephew's choir, and she slept the entire time. I had her in the baby carrier, baby Bjorn type of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that.
And it was her first time in it, and she slept the whole time.
Yeah.
She loved it.
Okay.
Oh. Crystal, real quick, when you talk in your mic, just pull it so that it's on, like centered. Yeah. No. The whole thing.
We got a noob
like this.
in this.
Yeah.
I remember my first
Just make sure when
microphone.
you talk into it, like you're directly talking to it, because you're gonna move
Well,
your face
yeah,
and then,
I'll get used.
You'll
to
get used to it. Yeah.
Just give me a minute.
We all do it. I had to learn it myself. Like I would spend half the pod off the mic, and it would be bad. So
It happens. I'm an amateur.
no worries. Welcome to the entertainment panel. I am your host, Will. I am off camera. Everyone's looking at me awkwardly, and you cannot see me. I like it that way. How you guys been?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, you already asked us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Still
How are
doing
you?
great.
How are you?
How am I? No one cares about how I live.
No, we care.
No one loves me.
I just saw him out
Yeah.
partying the other day.
Out in the wild?
She was at Franklin House too.
Tuesday, booze day.
Yeah.
Okay,
Baby.
but why was I
know.
not invited?
I was with coworkers.
Invite was lost.
I
I
was
was
with
off
coworkers.
on Tuesday,
I
so
gotta-
this is very disappointing.
Oh,
to
I'm about
hear.
to be on winter break, so
I was with coworkers and I got a ride there. So
I think we want to
Sorry.
be on the
Yeah.
next
Valid,
Tuesday
valid.
booze day trip.
Valid.
Oh yeah. Also,
this episode
my
is
pickle
sponsored
juice,
by
Mount
Simply
Olive.
Pickle.
yeah.
That
Pickle
is
juice.
genius.
Steve, do you want to explain why
Thank our
she's drinking out of a
host.
pickle jar?
because in
honestly,
my home,
I don't even know.
in my home, I have quite a few pickle jars because they're big glasses to drink out of. I like big glasses.
It is
and-
innovative.
Okay.
Yeah, and I also like pickles, so I would take the pickles and use the pickles for my sandwiches, and then when they're done, I'm not just gonna throw the glass away.
Yeah, why would
Yeah,
you?
like-
Two birds, one stone.
Come on, man.
That'd be
Think of if you
irresponsible. Just
peeled the
throw away
tag off and
garbage.
made it all easy.
Yeah, you like need to peel this off and like paint it.
No, because when you peel it off, that's when it gets grody, and I can no longer tell if it's clean or not. It's better if you leave the wrapper on.
Yeah.
He's recycling.
Have you never reused pickle jars to drink out of?
Oh, you have to
101
paint the
level
tag
stuff. Come
back.
on.
You have to
Then paint the tag.
Yeah.
Paint the tag.
Paint the tag to make
All
it
right.
cuter.
Let's get into it. Let's go.
All right. Oh, okay, cool.
Wow.
So it has been a great couple weeks of movies. Has anyone in here seen Gladiator 2?
Sure have.
Just one person?
Just me? Cool.
Give me a quick.
You didn't see it either?
I don't have anyone.
I don't
to
go to movie theaters.
see it
I'm
to.
actually
I wanted
protesting.
to see it when I was ovulating last week.
I like literally don't even know what
I'm
Yeah.
that
It's the best time.
And I was
Not
like, do I
ovulating.
show up alone?
We can go.
I'm
Yeah.
protesting theaters. I will never step foot in a theater again.
Why?
Dang.
I just won't do it.
I'm
'Cause they
protesting
stinky.
concerts.
Not Imagine theaters.
Yeah, not Imagine.
AMCs are
especially on a
gross, but not
Tuesday
Imagine. That's
or
when we go.
$5. Yeah, I already preached this last time.
I'm
I
not
was
going to any
here.
theaters ever again. I hate theaters. It made me wildly uncomfortable.
We'll take you
What
to
happened to you
Imagine
in
and
the
we'll put you in a
theater?
cuddle chair and you'll feel right at home.
Yeah, Imagine I'm in a cuddle chair.
The theater shooting
They
from
are-
like 10 years ago.
But why are they like right at the front of the screen?
Yeah,
That's
that
kind of
is-
so annoying.
I have this phobia.
So everyone
that-
can look down on the
I feel
people
like-
cuddling.
Okay, that's really mean to say. I'm not gonna say it.
I have this phobia that I will be like in the movie theater and then someone will burst in and start shooting all of us and I have no place to go.
No.
Just don't
have
see
you heard
Batman.
about the Batman stuff?
Yeah, that's the reason
stay out of
why.
Colorado.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a reason
Don't
why I
go to
like
Aurora.
theaters.
Everyone knows that.
It's a
Wah,
valid
wah.
fear because I honestly
Yeah. So I don't like theaters. They're
I'll
not my jam.
scan like this exits and no, but I don't. It doesn't stop me from going.
You're more afraid
But, like,
of
I go to-
someone shooting it up than it just randomly catching fire from the
Yeah.
overworked projectors.
What if the guy who shoots it up sets it on fire?
New fear
It's
unlocked.
weird because like, I
Thanks.
go to Imagine, not scared. I go to Michigan City, that theater. I was like scared to death. I was like, okay, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
I've
No.
never
But
been-
I
didn't
feel like
know
it's
Mich-
more the vibe of the theater. Like that one was like an old school theater. Like they haven't updated
And-
that place in at least.
It's not
probably
just that. It's
20
just like
years.
movies feel better in bed.
Do you think that
Depends what
theaters
it is.
are going to go
Yeah.
out of like
Nope.
style in like the next 20 years or so? I mean, with the amount of streaming devices we have now,
No.
like they've got to be taking a good chunk out of their money, right?
No,
Setting records constantly.
No, because I feel like people, it's like an experience.
It
People
is an
like
experience.
experience.
Yeah, they'll get even better. Like movie theaters will evolve and they'll get even better and more immersive.
Yeah,
Well-
because Imagine has a whole bar, like a whole
Yeah.
freaking, like pretty much
You
restaurant.
can order food.
Yeah,
That's
they bring it to
valid.
you.
Seat.
I think it
Yeah.
also helps that like we live in an area where like the movies is like the only thing you can go into.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like
That's
yeah.
true.
I feel like
True.
it just depends on the area too. Maybe.
That's true.
Real
Because
quick.
in Florida, they're probably like lame. No one goes to them.
Real quick, give me a minute on Gladiator 2.
Oh.
So I actually never even saw the first Gladiator until a couple days
Bruh.
before
With
I saw the
Gerard
second one.
Butler.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's when my sexual
Russell Crowe?
awakening started.
Oh yeah, right. Russell Crowe, not Gerard Butler.
Oh, Russell
Yeah.
Crowe.
Yeah, I totally. He was in 300.
300.
Same guy.
Yeah, Russell Crowe.
Same
I
guy.
remember seeing it, but I don't really remember it. But like,
Isn't that the same guy from Law Abiding Citizen?
Yes,
Gerard
Gerard
Butler's-
Butler. Yes,
They're the same guy.
yeah.
they are
can't-
pretty similar.
They're the same
But
guy.
Gladiator 2 was pretty similar to the first one. But obviously, 20 years later or whatever, way better fight scenes, way bigger budget,
That's what I had read.
but it was still good. It's still worth seeing. There was, some of the stuff you get in movies with a hero where it's like without spoiling any of the movie, but like there's a scene where everyone's firing arrows and the people you don't want to get hit with the arrow, magically all the arrows go around. And then someone else who you do want to get hit, they shoot an arrow from, 300 yards away and it splits someone right down the middle. Like a perfect shot. And it's just little things like that are kind of eye rolling, but it's like, okay, it's supposed to be a blockbuster action movie. Like there's going to be some of that shit. So,
Was it
but
sexier?
no, very good. What?
Was it sexier? than
Oh,
the
so
first one?
sexy.
Oh,
Okay,
it
great.
has to be.
So
yeah.
sexy, yeah. It was really hard to contain myself next to my wife.
move your mic just a little bit closer.
Got that kid at home though. You got to keep eyes on the prize.
Right?
Right.
You got a babysitter and everything.
No, not a regular one.
You just took her with the baby with.
No, my aunt came in. No.
3 for Gladiator.
Actually, we saw Gladiator
I hate
2
when
days
people bring
before
their
she went into
baby.
labor.
Oh, okay.
So we saw Gladiator and like,
Just trying to get it started early.
Gladiator was out before you had your kid?
yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, it came out in October. Right?
Oh, I don't know.
You're late. Why are we talking about it?
I know.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking it's like, it's only been out a week.
No, I think
Sorry,
it came out in
guys.
October.
Oh, we
it's
just
been
guess we
out a
just
while.
have
Gladiator
Joe has
came
had a
out
baby since it came out.
November 22nd, I thought. The same time as Wicked.
Oh.
They were calling it Glicken.
Oh, you're right. We did see a movie 2 days before she went to labor. I don't remember what movie it was, but then we did see Gladiator, and my aunt came over and watched the baby. But no, we're not gonna bring the baby to the movies.
Why not?
Because it's a baby
Yeah,
at the movies.
she's
You
not gonna
never
enjoy
know.
it, and when
Pussy.
she starts screaming, then no one else is gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's true. Don't bring that
Dirty
baby in.
And then
looks
obviously
all
we have to walk
around.
out, and then why even be there? If
I
have to
hate it
stand
when people
outside?
bring their babies places.
Yeah.
Exactly. Nobody wants a baby in a movie theater.
But I like the idea to bring it.
Yeah, right. Look, I'm phone. I don't know if you didn't know this about me. I'm like super phony. I'm a
Good to
straight
know.
diabolical liar. So, Wicked, girls, ladies.
I still haven't seen it.
What?
Oh,
Okay,
I
I
know.
haven't
What?
seen it either, but I've seen so many TikToks about it.
So
I
you
will
feel
say-
like you've seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, the one thing that like I've seen the most is how bad like
They're
Ariana
interviews?
Grande
Oh.
and Cynthia or whatever her name is has been like treated. Like they're so like I don't want to say it, but they're so skinny. I'm skinny. But
Oh. Maybe because they're stressed out.
yeah, but
about
then it like also brought in like I've seen that like brought me to the Wizard of Oz TikTok
Oh, and
and how
they
like the
were
snow is like
Oz talk.
Asbestos. What was it?
yes, like it's all
Something.
crazy, and I'm like I
How?
hope they're all okay.
Yeah.
I will say I heard that Ariana plays it really close to how the actual musical goes, and that
Yes.
she did a really well job connecting the two. And so I'm excited to go
Yes.
watch it. I just haven't been able to have the time with finals and everything, but
And
hopefully
it's
this
crazy
week.
that like everything they sang in that was like live. Like they sang
Yeah.
it as they were acting.
Yeah.
It's
Well, they're
insane.
both singers, so.
very
yeah, but like
talented.
that's just like really good.
Let's
It's, like-
normalize casting singers for singer roles.
yeah.
All
Okay.
right. Well,
Yeah.
I saw the musical in Chicago on Broadway.
I want to go to musicals in Chicago so bad.
It's an experience. So I saw it in like 2007, I think. And it was awesome.
I seen a travel one of Wicked in Oregon when I was there, and it was really well done, but it also felt rushed because it wasn't like on travel. It was like on travel. It wasn't like all original set and stuff. So it was nice. I'd like to see it at actual like Broadway with all the setup, but
I've never seen Wicked like at all. Like the first one.
is this your first time hearing of it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like it was all over my TikTok, literally everywhere.
Yeah, I
That's
loved
so
it.
valid though.
It was so good.
I liked it.
Ready to change the mood in the room?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Joe, how'd you like those first 2 Star Wars episodes?
So the new show is interesting. The new show called Skeleton Crew. It's geared towards kids. So part of me had low expectations going in because I'm like, this is going to be kind of kiddie. It's going to be, it's not going to be as gritty, especially like Andor, like compared to Andor, which is like very adult, and that people love Andor, and partly because of that. But this feels more like the Disney, prequel movies, with Jar Jar and stuff, where you can tell they're targeting.
It felt like a Disney version of what's the show with 11 on it?
Stranger Things.
It's like a Disney version
Yeah.
of Stranger Things is how it felt.
It
Super
is.
Is it a
light.
cartoon?
No, it's a show with real kids.
Yeah, it is like Stranger Things, but even more, it's very much like the Goonies, and it's going after kind of like the 80s, like kind of kid adventure movie type vibe.
Which is fun, fun because it's like it doesn't. Whenever you say the word Star Wars movie, there's a
You think
vibe
of
that goes with
space?
it. You think of like theatrics, and you think of
I think of space.
Special
Probably a
effects
big
and
one.
like
Top
choreograph,
yeah.
fighting.
Everyone
Are
talks
they
like
in
they're from
space?
England. Yeah, they're in different galaxies and they're on
Far
planets.
away.
Yeah.
But every planet's different.
Does it have like that sneaky humor that like you weren't expecting, but like it's like funny to the younger crowds?
Star Wars has very dry humor usually, and it's like just a very it's just like a very theatrical. It's an opera.
Okay.
Star Wars
Space
is
opera.
Is a space opera.
Okay.
That's exactly
This is
what it is.
absolutely the first time I'm hearing that.
Yeah,
Really?
That's how they categorize Star Wars to
it's
be.
a space opera.
Yeah.
Sci-fi space opera.
What else is a space opera?
That's a good question. Or that's
So
a good
genre
point. I don't
of
know.
one.
Or can you name me an opera
one-on-one.
that would remind you of Star Wars?
An actual opera? I don't know.
No,
anything about
like
opera.
a movie that's kind of like
Well, like
Why
Harry
is it a
Potter.
space
I mean,
opera?
yeah. Harry Potter is a really great Harry Potter and space is Star Wars, but with adults. There's usually never kids. That's a really good way of because Thanksgiving caught a little bit of Harry Potter, kind of got the vibe of it all. How everything was also no. So it's like that.
Okay.
It's not really
Attention grabbing.
yeah, it's not really like you would watch a Jim Carrey comedy and everything's light and funny, and it's not like that. But this was very different because it was just kids being kids.
yeah, so the difference with this show, and it sounds like you guys probably don't watch Star Wars or anything,
No.
is that
But I'm
this
interested in this.
Dee loves it.
Yeah.
This is like Dee's favorite Star Wars
What
thing
is
she's
it?
seen so far.
What's
it's
it
on,
on?
Disney Plus.
Okay.
She likes it because it's kind of lighthearted. It's kids, low stakes.
Yeah.
Like there's violence in terms of like there's blasters being fired and
But
like,
you don't see blood and guts
but it's
and
not.
gore.
It's
That's
not like
my favorite
there's not
type
people
of
getting
shit.
like beheaded or whatever
Yeah.
like in some of the Star Wars stuff. But anyway, she loves it a lot. But the interesting thing about this show is it's very modern feeling in terms of these kids all live in a suburb, and we've never seen suburbs in Star Wars. It's always like desolate planets. It's always like cave dwellers. It's always like
Or super industrial, we live in the sky type shit.
Yeah.
Where you need to have a hover or something to get around.
yeah, or post-apocalyptic looking like wastelands.
Yeah.
This is like a suburb. They literally have cars. They have
Street, school
They have
buses.
streets,
Space
school
cars?
buses. They go to school. The kids are all worried about this big placement test coming up, like SATs. One of their kids is this adorable little elephant species of a kid, and he's like always gets picked on and stuff. Like it's
He has
very
he has
much.
a full elephant head.
Yeah, he's an elephant species.
Yeah.
But it was very different than any other Star Wars thing. They have modern looking houses, But I would say I like it so far because it's different, but you also have to lower your expectations of like it's going to be a little eye rolling. There's going to be 10-year-olds running around evading adults. You know what I
Right.
mean? Which in real life they would have just pummeled those kids immediately. But it's like, they reach to grab a kid and the kid slips under the arms. That type of.
It sounds like it's giving Ed, and Eddie. Like,
Yeah.
But I've never seen Star Wars before. Actually, it's been on my list to watch. Like I know
Like
the
anything.
basics.
Like you've never seen anything?
Nothing.
Wow. Well,
I
you got
fell
about
asleep through the first one.
you got about 13
I think-
movies and
yeah,
like 7 TV
same.
shows to watch.
Well, like what if I wanted to start on this? Would that?
Yeah, I want
I
to
mean,
start on this.
that
I think
that would be fine.
It would be
Yeah.
fine because it's a standalone story.
Yeah, there's no story that's gonna spoil
It's
anything.
kind of like watching Game of Thrones, but you watch like some distant cousin's life that has nothing to do
Okay.
with the story at all. He just lives in that city, that world, that type of shit. And it's
Yeah, there's obviously references you won't get.
yeah.
Especially for you in the new episode you haven't seen, they reference things,
Mm-hmm.
but like it's not gonna change the story.
Yeah.
I'm unfortunately, I know like I won't like it type of person, and I also like same with Harry Potter.
You don't like Harry Potter?
Hate it.
I think it.
Hate it?
You had to grow up with it.
Yeah.
It just
no,
that,
I
Harry
feel
Potter
like
is
they
definitely
did
one of those
though.
you have to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was a part
You
of my
were
time.
born when it started. So
Yeah.
you grew up with it, but not in a sense where you got to read it when it came out.
That's true.
And enjoyed it.
And I also hated reading, so I wasn't gonna read the
Wait,
books.
I
We
didn't
all
read
have
Star
our
Wars. I didn't
niches.
read Harry
Yeah.
Potter.
Yeah.
I read Star Wars
I
growing up.
didn't.
But I tried Star Wars. I tried Harry Potter. There's
Any
I mean, at least
Game
you-
of
Twilight?
Thrones. Like I just don't like.
Were you
At
into
least you tried them
Twilight?
and know you don't like it.
Yeah,
Love
Twilight.
Twilight.
Okay, okay. It
And,
was like
like,
you gotta hit one of the
vampires.
Okay,
three
what,
trifectas.
are you
Yeah.
Team Edward or
Yeah.
Team Jacob?
I'm Team Doctor Man. Okay, Dr. Kyla, Carlisle, whatever.
I'm Team Bella's dad.
He's a no for sure.
Charlie.
All right, I would probably say, but like out of the two, who would you pick?
Honestly, I don't even know.
Probably Edward. I feel like Jacob would be too sweaty and stinky.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
would
like-
say yeah, same.
Have you guys seen
I was-
Moana? Has anyone seen that?
Nope.
not
I
yet.
But
I
I,
don't
play the
really
songs on
like
my
it.
piano.
Is it a live action version? Is that what this is? Or
No.
it's just a
This is the second one
The
that just came out.
soundtrack is loaded. It like loaded before the movie dropped to Spotify. I noticed, and I was gonna listen to it, but I watched the original in Hawaii when it first aired, and I just was like so scared to go watch it for some reason. Like it wasn't gonna have the same effect.
Wait, you were in Hawaii?
when the first one dropped,
She lived in Hawaii.
Ew. Wait,
Yeah.
you live in Hawaii?
not actively,
but you did.
Passively.
Yes.
That's crazy.
like occasionally.
How was okay?
Okay.
We'll talk.
She was in a
we're-
coma while she lived.
We're gonna note. We're gonna note
Best
that and
hospital in
talk
the
about
world.
We
that.
talked a little bit about it on the last
put a
podcast.
pin
I don't
in
want to
there.
take too much time up on it, but
Okay.
it's very like I'm scared to go watch it because I feel like it's not going to have the same effect. And I know it's broken records, but I haven't heard anyone talking about it yet.
it's
In
breaking
my
records
circle.
apparently.
Right, but like for some reason, nowhere around me or anyone I know has gone to watch it or has made it a thing.
Is there a live action one coming out or something?
I am
No,
not.
think
that's
so.
live action Lilo and Stitch.
Yes.
Oh, is that
That's
what The
coming
Rock
out.
is in? Is The Rock in live
No,
action Lilo?
No,
and
he's
Stitch?
in Moana.
But that's not
But he,
coming out for
I saw
a while.
him dressed up in some.
They're filming it now.
They're filming the live action Moana right now.
But
That's wild to
but the
have a
one-
movie come out and then they're filming the live action one. Is that going to be like 3 or like a remake of the
I don't
first one?
know. They're doing it for the
I
kids.
saw the casting though for who they want to cast for the main Moana, and I was just kind of like, why are we not just casting the actor who
The
sang?
original?
Like I was like, this doesn't make any
It's
sense
not?
to
When
me.
did the first one come out?
The first one came out. I know the actress who got hired. She got hired from I think it was Mililani High School. And so like they were going around when they were looking for someone to voice Moana. They were interviewing a bunch of high schoolers who were Hawaiian and were like, "Hey, we want someone to voice this." And a bunch of high schoolers like auditioned.
When you were in high school?
When I was in high school, yeah, I didn't audition. I obviously don't hit the Hawaiian mark.
What
But
year was that?
Wait,
2016,
so you're,
the
like,
first movie
from
came out.
Hawaii.
yeah. It was around 2016.
Okay,
I remember
so-
being like, "Oh man, that'd be so awesome."
So 10 years would be appropriate for a live action of the first original movie to come
Right,
out. I
and
guess.
she's like right at the right age because she was in high school, I'm pretty sure, or right out of high school when she got hired.
That's wild.
No, are you saying no?
No, she said, "Are you from Hawaii? Like, grew up in Hawaii?"
Oh no.
Oh.
No.
Well, it looks like we hit on. Has anyone else seen anything? Oh, did you see? You said you saw Subsidian.
Oh no. Okay, so hold on. Subservience?
Oh
Subservient.
yes, I saw that too. Literally
Yes.
like last night.
About AI.
Yes.
This
Is
okay.
this with Megan Fox?
Yes, with
Yes.
Megan Fox.
The one with Megan
Is this a
Fox.
movie?
Yes.
Yes, it's
I
about
can't wait till I
AI.
can be
I
at
don't
home
want to
alone
like
with this
give away
movie.
too much. Definitely go
Is it
watch
a thriller? Because I'll definitely watch it. If
No,
it
I
is.
can give
I
a
love
good
thrillers.
summary
Was it
about
a
what the
psycho-
movie's about
okay.
without exposing
Yeah,
it.
Okay, go
don't
ahead.
spoil it.
I'm not gonna
Still.
spoil it.
But we gotta like continue because this could happen in real life. Like
Yes.
this is what our world's gonna become.
It's
to, I
about how
believe.
AI takes over regular people's jobs. Like people who are doctors, people who drive ambulances, people who serve you food and drinks, about how
construction.
anything can be like an AI construction too. Anybody can be an AI replacement. And regular humans are losing jobs due to this, and money's becoming tight. And the main family is about like the wife is sick and they hire a nanny basically to help take care of their newborn kid and their youngest kid. And the whole movie surrounds like, can AI initiate feelings and can they be reciprocated? And basically it's surrounding that. And it just talks about how much AI can go wrong and in which ways. And it's a good movie to watch. You should watch it. It has a little bit of a slow start.
That's okay.
Yes.
I was like slow but fast. It
Yeah.
speeds through the story really fast, but then the story gets detailed and slowed down the longer the movie goes on. It's worth the watch.
It's
What's it on?
definitely worth
Is
it.
Megan
Netflix.
Fox the nanny?
Netflix.
Yes.
It just got uploaded to
She's
Netflix.
hot too. Megan Fox is
And there's
so
a
I've had a
sex
crush on
scene,
her
so-
It's a
since
brave
I was
opinion.
You
What?
get to see her whole
15.
whole body.
yeah, whole
All right,
body.
I'm in. Say less.
Yeah, you're yeah.
I'm
Hell
in.
yeah.
I'm in.
But no, it's like really good. And yeah, the white like yeah.
I'm pretty sure the
there's-
actor who plays the main guy too. He's the guy from the 365 movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you get some good butt action. But I just so
Yeah, you
happened
do.
I just so
Good butt.
happened to been drinking my drink when that came up, and then I looked up and I missed it, and my boyfriend wouldn't let me rewind it. So I was a little bit
Shame on
disappointed,
him.
but definitely go watch it.
It's good. Yeah.
You
that.
guys,
Severed
it sounds like you guys would probably like Black Mirror.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I'm
I
a big Black
love
Mirror
Oh, okay,
Black
good.
fan.
Mirror,
Okay,
yeah.
good. Okay, good.
My brother got me onto that.
Conspiracies
The new season, I think, is
Except-
coming soon. Yeah,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
released that announcement.
What about Squid Games?
yes, love Squid
Yes,
Games.
I'm excited for the new drop of that.
Yes. Okay. Let's don't want to talk too much.
No worries. I just it seemed like that plot was like taken somewhere, so I was looking up to see if I could find it, and
Well, it reminded
You're
me of Black
thinking of-
Mirror. That's why when they're talking about it, I'm like, this sounds like an episode of Black Mirror.
there's been a
It's-
couple shows that have done the whole robot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
there
talking
was
like
about
Jack
Megan,
scene.
right? Megan, the
Her,
Oh,
the movie Her. Remember with Joaquin Phoenix, he falls in love with the AI. And
Scarlett
then there was
Johansson.
Jexy,
Yeah.
but that's a comedy. And then, yeah, there's been a
it's
few.
it's giving a mix of Megan, like in the
Oh, yeah.
robotic
Megan,
robotic
yeah.
way,
Doll.
the
Yeah.
way she moves and acts, like it's giving Megan a little bit, but not in the way you would think.
Are the robots like metal
no,
tin
they're
robots?
like
Or are they like
people. Like
Like-
they look
Okay,
like
okay.
people.
And they
So they can be
bleed,
hot and
but not
stuff.
really bleed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird.
So, like-
There's also, if we're talking movies, one more I have that you should watch is, did you see Little on Netflix?
I did not know.
That one is really good. It's more of like a, not really coming to age, but like sentimental. Like, I don't know. It's just like a good movie, emotional. Like, it was good.
With the little black girl.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
I was gonna say I have one more movie too, that just came out, or maybe is coming out. Today's Friday, right?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah.
Well, on
Friday
Friday,
13th.
Carry On comes out. I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer for Carry On.
Mm-mm.
It's about how there's this couple who's working Christmas Eve night.
Oh,
and-
yes.
Yes.
That comes
And-
out tomorrow? I want
tomorrow.
to see that
What
for sure.
happens
It's a
at
thriller.
Christmas Eve night?
What happens to the couple? Hold
Well,
on.
they work at airport security,
Like
and he's
TSA.
TSA, right? And this girl comes through, and she finds an earbud, and she's like, "This isn't mine." And he goes, "Oh, weird. Okay, give it to me." He takes it, and he gets a text message on his phone, and it says, "Put the earbud in." And he puts it in, and this guy's like, "If you let this package goes through security, I won't kill the person you care about most who's here with you tonight." and he
it's one
can't
of
see who it
those.
is, where it's coming
of
from.
those.
Is
All
it
right.
like
Jason
on,
You
Bateman.
have
is
my
it coming out
attention.
in movies
Yeah.
or is it coming out
What's
on
this?
Netflix?
It's coming
Jason
out on
Bateman is
Netflix.
the guy
Oh,
orchestrating the whole
Have
thing.
you watched the new one with
Wait.
Lindsay Lohan?
The Christmas one,
Yes.
not the Irish one that
There's
came out.
three.
not the
there's
Irish.
3 Lindsay Lohan movies
Yeah,
that just
she's
came out.
Yes.
Yeah, and
What
they're
is
all
she
like
doing?
Christmas. What is she like?
Paying off
She
some
have-
You know what?
debts.
I'm not gonna
Seriously.
hate on her. Okay, good for
Yeah,
her.
she had
She's
a
bouncing
good-
back.
she had a
Is
good-
Irish
Yeah.
Wish? Is that a Christmas one?
It
No,
wasn't
I
Irish.
think it's
Wish.
just like a fun.
It was like
love
the guy's
story.
name was Logan.
I mean, there are 2 Christmas ones, and then I think Irish Wish is
I
the third
seen
one.
Irish Wish. I honestly, I want to support her,
didn't
but
see
I
it.
didn't like it. Like I was just
No,
kinda like,
yeah, I didn't like
It
that one, but the
flopped.
other one was good.
I like the most recent one.
yeah, I did not see it yet. I don't know.
Our
Irish
little
Wish kind of.
secret.
Yeah.
Our
I
little
liked it.
secret.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I
That one
haven't
was
seen it
good.
yet.
Yeah.
It's basically like little summary. They go to like a Christmas party. Lindsay Lohan is dating this one guy, and then his sister is dating her ex, and then they like go to this Christmas party in their hometown. They see each other, they keep it a secret, and then like a bunch of stuff ravels out, and then blah blah. But,
Nice.
yeah, it's a good movie. It's
Okay, I'll watch it. I'll watch
But
it.
only if you
Galinda
like little
from
love stories.
Wicked is on it.
Okay. Okay.
The
Okay.
OG Galinda.
I love a good romance
Kristen
movie.
Chenoweth.
Okay, I love a good
Yeah,
romance
it was
movie.
good. Yeah,
The
she
mom?
plays- yeah, she played
Oh.
Galinda in the Broadway Wicked.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Brett,
down
what
for
were you
it.
gonna say about Jason Bateman?
I was thinking of who's Jason Bateman?
From
Arrested Development.
Arrested Development.
Ozarks.
Yeah. Okay. I love him.
Yeah,
So good.
he was in The Gift, I think it's called. That's a
I
thriller.
love that movie.
That's a really cool movie. So it's that type of. This movie seems like he plays that type of vibe.
Okay.
Although The Gift, he I guess was the protagonist, not the antagonist, because Joel Edgerton I think was the
Well,
It
antagonist.
sounds like Phone Booth.
Yeah.
Remember
Jake
Phone Booth?
Gyllenhaal?
Oh, I don't know if I saw that.
No, I think
but-
it's Colin Farrell.
I
Fuck.
keep getting
Jake
actors
Gyllenhaal.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is Colin Farrell. Jake Gyllenhaal is in Creeper, or whatever with the
I
whatever
am
it was.
not a
Same
Jake
but
Nightcrawler.
different.
Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
Same but different.
How is the soundtrack? Is the real question. Does that make or breaks a love story?
I don't know.
Good.
They got some classic ones, or like them. It's okay.
I would say it's okay. It's
All
not
right.
like great.
I'm back out
To the
again.
Lindsay Lohan. To the Lindsay Lohan that has a soundtrack. wouldn't
I
even
feel
think
I
that
feel
had
like
that.
it didn't have a lot of like.
Like you're
It
gonna
was
have your
more like,
classics in any love story. They have your good 1, 2, 3 songs you're gonna remember that you're gonna be listening to it.
But
Like
not
the
originals,
dramatic
you just mean-
scene,
I
right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You
Not
know what's
original
been my
songs.
Christmas song
Got
of the
it.
year?
What?
Snowman by Sia, where it's like,
That's a good one.
Oh,
I want you to know that I'll
Yeah.
never leave. Yeah, so good.
I don't remember what the song's called.
You should
but
record a song.
There's this TikToker
She
who came out
wants
with
it, I
a
think.
Christmas
with
song.
what equipment, Greg?
Just you wait.
We don't have the. We know a guy actually.
Real quick, have you guys heard of the story of Hannah Kobayashi?
I have.
It's the competitive eater. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
didn't she get eaten by? No, never mind.
No. No, that's a guy.
I
That's
tried to look
Kobayashi.
it-
I
couldn't think of his first
looked it
name. I
up
was like-
before this, and I
Can't finish the joke.
go ahead.
No. I was saying I don't know Kobayashi's first name, so I couldn't finish my joke because it
It was
wouldn't
like
have made sense.
54 and a half hot dogs, I think.
Yeah.
So what happened? It says she's
Okay.
found. What happened?
Yeah, like tell
Yeah.
us the story.
So basically, she sent her family a bunch of erratic messages about how she found an awakening and different things like that that made them concerned about her. Then she was supposed to take a flight from Maui to New York, and she missed her connecting flight in Los Angeles. Family goes to Los Angeles, and after 2 weeks, father's distraught. He kills himself.
Oh,
Turns
Unalive.
out they thought that she got trafficked because the last time they saw her was with some unidentified man. So they thought that she got trafficked and she was just gone. And they started a GoFundMe trying to get money to help widen the search and different things like that. And then dad kills himself. And then all of a sudden she was like seen crossing the border in Mexico voluntarily, just like do that type shit. And so now she's actually been found in Mexico, and she's in contact with her, not in contact with her family, but their family. They said that they finally did reach her, I believe. But just a wild story. Just a
2 weeks is so soon to be that drastic.
yeah. It seems like there's
Like
more
packages
to
go
the-
missing for 2 weeks sometimes. But like
How old was she?
I don't know. I'll find it out. But it's just weird.
2 weeks, you don't be like, oh well, she's gone, and then kill yourself.
Yeah.
That's
How-
so fast.
how old
That
was she?
is so fast.
How old was she?
Even
I think
2
she's
months.
31.
Oh,
Yeah, that's around
It'd be
midlife
like-
crisis.
if I
right?
went
Like-
missing, I mean, I'm not a woman, but like if a 31-year-old goes missing for 2 weeks, it's like, let me know when you turn up. Like,
I'm like, that's me.
No, like I understand though. Like if your family's close and you always talk, and all of a sudden you just stop talking.
Yeah.
And she
They're
sent them
gonna-
very concerning messages prior.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm
exactly.
saying like that's not long enough where you're like, we got to move on. This
I'd
person's
want to
dead.
find.
No, but
Like you'd still be looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2
I
weeks is not enough to consider it a wrapped up deal in Los
Right, that's what I'm
Angeles.
saying.
I think it'd be less of a oh my gosh, someone's kidnapped her, more of a she's having a mental breakdown, and we need
Sure.
to figure out where
Yeah.
she's going.
Another reason why you don't kill yourself after 2 weeks
Right,
after being
like, I
missing.
mean,
That
like,
ends the
that
search for
seems
you.
really dramatic. Like, and then for her
He
to
was
just
looking
show
for
up
an
in
out.
Mexico and just be like, oh yeah, that happened. It's fine. Like that's crazy.
I wonder
Now
if she
she's gonna
feels
feel
bad.
guilt. Oh yeah, she's gotta feel guilty the rest of her life now.
Right.
She should. She's a 31-year-old who made a decision that resulted
What
in her
about?
dad
Did you
killing
guys hear about
himself.
that guy who like faked his death in? I don't know. He acted like he went missing, gone fishing.
Yeah. We talked about that a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
To just bounce
So
on your
same
family.
thing.
All right. Well, let's
Well,
get
I
on
don't,
to
I don't,
Gypsy
I don't know if it's
Rose.
that. Take it away.
Okay, first I want to start with how does that girl already have one marriage going,
And-
then another man, and then a pregnancy on top of that? Like
Oh, she's pregnant?
she's
What
pregnant.
you didn't know she was pregnant?
Yeah.
I might have. I
She's
probably
pregnant.
did, but I
It was
forgot.
like kind of like a long time now, probably like
She's a
3
scammer.
months.
I had to have known that.
But
Gypsy
we can't
Rose
believe
is a
her.
she's a scammer.
Yeah.
She scammed dude into killing her mom.
Yeah.
She scammed the dude into marrying her and taking her to Chiefs games.
She scammed people even before that, like when she was a kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like her mom helped her, taught her how to scam people.
yeah, I was gonna say it was very much learned behavior.
Because she lied about being sick, right? And she
Yeah.
was in a wheelchair. She knew it was wrong. She admits to it. She's like, I knew it was wrong and I could walk and I could do all these things, but I still accepted all the help from people and I still didn't say anything.
Well, I think that's
But
guilt because that's like
that-
a child,
right.
and she
I
was
don't
probably
blame her 'cause,
terrified
like,
of her mother.
They found so many pills and stuff. Like, can you imagine like her brain?
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
at the
I know,
time.
but I'm just saying she went through all of that. It's so hard that you're doing that your whole life to turn around and just be like,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's learned
Like,
behavior. She's
I'm
used to
kind of
lying.
concerned for her child. That's gonna.
I don't know if I would go that far. I feel
am.
like
Because she already manipulates like everyone in her life. Like I kind of deep.
Am
dive
I
on it.
missing something, or did he say she convinced somebody to murder somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
basically,
Gypsy
Gypsy
Rose.
Rose's story
yeah,
is
that would be a pretty concerning component.
no.
But okay,
It was more of a mental health thing.
kind of,
she
like,
didn't know
needed
any
to happen,
better.
though.
She didn't
You don't know
any
the story of?
I
Gypsy Rose?
know. I don't. I just found out somebody got murdered, and
okay,
that's
so
usually a
Gypsy
fork in the
Rose-
decision.
Her mom, her whole life, like acted like she was disabled and like couldn't walk when she could walk. But they
Like
would,
Munchausen.
yeah,
Munchausen's by proxy.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it was.
yeah, and then they would like benefit from it, get money
A
from
free
like
house,
yeah,
free money,
all this.
everything. And she had no medical records of anything. She would just go in and be like, oh, Hurricane Katrina washed away all the documents. And
Yeah.
they'd be like, oh, okay. She has all these things. They never
if-
checked it.
It, like the doctor didn't
terrible
agree
luck.
with them, she would go to like a different doctor. Like they would find a way.
And like she had tubes put inside of her, all of her teeth removed, and has like fake teeth in. And basically, she figured out that she could walk one day. She figured out she could eat sugar and all these things, and found out her mom's been lying to her. So one day when they go to the mall,
was in a
she
wheelchair.
lies that she has to go to the bathroom and goes by herself and buys a computer with some of the money she got for free from people. And she started going online and Zooming this guy that she met because she wanted a boyfriend really bad, and convinces this guy that she needs her mom dead. She can't leave her mom. She's stuck with him forever. And so he comes and murders her mom in front of her.
I wish we could get that sales pitch like unfolding. Like, hey, let's hang
But
out.
like it wasn't like hey,
Just learned to walk, ready to kill my mom.
They have
I have no
documentary.
teeth. Now I have
They-
all my teeth, but they're fake.
They were talking for a
You need
while,
to
and he
murder
tried to
this
come visit
person.
her once before, but it didn't go well. The mom was like,
Yeah.
ooh, you're a freak. Get away from my daughter.
like they went to a movie and she like set it up to where the guy was going to the same movie as them. and then like the mom caught on to the situation and was like,
This guy's a
Fuck
creepy
no.
person.
and then
He's like, let's get it
but
done.
like it wasn't like when he killed her, it wasn't like, oh, I gotta kill her mom to like be with her. It was she planned it with him. Like it was a planned out
She
situation.
bought the knife. She got
Yeah.
everything that needed to happen for the mom to
she
die.
got out first.
Yep.
Yeah, she went to jail for this.
She got less time.
And the guy,
She doesn't sound like a criminal mastermind by
yeah,
any means.
but the guy is he's rumored to be also because she's obviously not fully there because of what her mom put her
he doesn't
through.
sound stable
And
based on
he's
my
also
diagnosis.
not. Yeah, and he's still in jail. She
Good.
got out.
And she
She's
got out. She got married. Well, didn't she get married while she was in jail?
Yeah.
To this guy.
Yeah.
She had a boyfriend before while she was in jail, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know about all this. Like, we're gonna break up." And she met this other guy, married him, and then
Ryan?
when she
Was
got
it
out of jail,
Ryan?
she was
Ryan,
with him, Ryan, and they were having a happy, loving life. And then all of a sudden, she was like, "Hey, I'm out, boo." And he was like, say
And then
less.
she went back
and then
to
she
the
went
guy.
back to him, to the guy she was with before she married Ryan. And then she got pregnant, and everyone was
Ken.
like, who's the baby daddy? Is it the
Yeah.
guy you married, or is it this other guy?
And there's so much drama between Ryan and Ken.
the American dream.
Like they go at it.
Living La
with each
Vida
other.
Loca. That's what we're doing.
yeah, and there's just a lot of drama surrounding the three of them, and they finally got a paternity test done, and it is Ken's baby.
Oh, I didn't.
The
see that
divorce has
part.
been settled.
The divorce has been settled,
You are
but
not the father.
he is still holding out hope that she'll come around.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan's
Ryan.
in love with her.
Ryan wants
I
her
don't know.
back.
You
It's kinda
guys never had a
sad.
gum job. I hope she
sad.
come around too.
It's just so sad. Like, but I can understand being in jail and wanting that kind of attention from someone, not having
Yeah.
that kind of attention, except for the guy that like wants to murder your mom for you, and then suddenly someone loves you entirely, and it's not psychotic, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna marry this man." I mean, the D is
then
fire,
she-
according to her as well.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
And
she
so-
did say that. That was the only.
I'm on a
D.
high right now. You can't bring me down.
Yeah. But,
Was that her first D, or did she have D from the?
girl, I
Girl.
don't know.
I also heard like I watched a bunch of like stuff about YouTubers. They were saying stuff about like the roommate or not the jailmates, I guess you could say.
How do you feel about people making her a public figure right out of jail when she helped convince like
I
the murder
say
of her
like
mom?
fuck it. Like,
Like-
obviously she's gonna be a public
That's not
figure.
going to be the point that goes wrong in her life.
Right, but
Like that snowball is already big enough.
No, she's
I don't
saying, what do you
think
think
it
about
was
society,
necessarily-
like giving her all this attention and giving her a career when she's a piece of shit person who
she
had her mom
basically
killed?
begged people.
Like she's a celebrity.
She begged people to give
For
her free
what's
stuff
her
for
alternative career?
It was crazy. She was on like the Kardashians. She got a bunch of like brand deals. That's crazy. But
Yeah.
the fact that she was like
She has
famous when she
brand
came
deals?
out wasn't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is?
So many
putting
people.
their name
That's what I'm
with
saying.
her?
People are hyping her, making her this
'Cause
public
she would-
image.
She would be like, "Oh, I haven't
All
had
right,
like
let's
my
see this.
makeup done in forever. I don't even know how to do my makeup." And then like makeup brands would reach out to her to like do her makeup.
Same
How
for her
can
hair.
they think that
Yeah.
that's a
People
good
sponsored
idea?
her new hair, her new teeth, her new everything. Gave her a bunch of free stuff. Then she got pregnant with the baby, and she was like, "Oh, we can't afford baby stuff. If you want to send us our stuff
Yeah.
that's on our baby
She's
registry."
scamming like her mom.
Who are these
Yes.
companies
Wait,
that are?
did you
that
see
are,
the video about like she? Wait, I forgot. Go ahead.
No. I just can't believe that companies are like latching onto her and sponsoring her when
Because
she's
a hot topic.
Wait, I remember
but
now.
for
Did you
not
see
good
the
reasons.
video-
That's like I don't think OJ afterwards was getting like Nike deals after he
Right.
murdered. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
I think a lot of people felt bad for her because from what she was put through as
Yeah.
a child. I
Yeah.
think that
And
pla-
no one
plays a
sees
lot
that
into
she's
it.
just a scammy mixed scam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
She
no,
got her revenge.
I
She
remember
had her
now.
mom
Did you
killed.
see the video of like when she made that
This
freaking
is how I
like
win.
energy drink that we make in prison?
Yes.
And
Okay, but-
it became a trend, and like everyone was trying it. That
And
was
she
so-
made it and like branded it.
It's so
Yeah, she's like, this is what we would do. Like it was like coffee and like I don't even remember what it was.
It's just
so
kind of
gross.
sad though, because like people who in prison, like that's like the only kind of food they can get.
Yeah.
That's like fancy and like something that's different than what they're already eating. And now people outside are like, oh, haha, I'm gonna make fun of the food that you eat because this influencer came out or this person came out of jail and became famous, and now she's making fun of basically of everyone that's in there. Like that can't be good,
Just another scam.
right? It just
'cause
cannot be
some
good.
people are in prison for dumb reasons.
Yeah.
And I
right.
think that she's overrated. I think that we
Like
shouldn't be giving
murdering
her.
No,
a
we
public-
shouldn't give her any
Shouldn't be
attention.
rated at all.
Yeah,
Cancel Gypsy Rose 2025.
yeah,
It's
like
over.
she should be high on the list of people getting
Stick a
canceled.
fork
I
in
think
her.
she
If the
to focus.
Menendez
Done.
brothers gets out, I don't think Colgate's going to be like, "Hey, want to be in a
Okay,
commercial?"
the Menendez,
Like,
they deserve to come out.
but I'm saying
Does Colgate
but I'm
sponsor
saying
a
I
lot of
don't-
Munchausen
no,
by
but,
proxy
but that's what I'm
victims?
saying. If the Menendez brothers gets out, I don't think you're going to have all these advertisers be like, "Hey, would you come do a commercial for us?" Like,
Because
they're
they
going
don't have the
No.
victim angle.
Yeah, no.
As
They
big
do.
As
They
big as
do.
a woman
They do.
does now.
Yeah, because they were like,
they were being potentially they were being sexually abused by their dad for their whole life, and then they had their
it's different if
and then
it's
they
a
killed their
girl.
parents. Well, I'm just saying it would be similar to
shouldn't
like
be
I can't
different.
imagine that when the Menendez brothers
It
gets out,
is,
that
obviously.
companies are going to want to tie themselves to them
This
and
is-
sponsor them for things.
This is a really good conversation, actually, because I was actually going to lead into, not to serious this out, but I was going to lead into like the romanticism of criminals.
Yeah.
It's a very weird thing that we go through these days. There's a guy by the name of Daniel Penny. Have you guys heard of Daniel Penny?
Yes.
Yes, but
Maybe.
not much.
Okay, so Daniel Penny he was in the Marines for 4 years. He was on a New York subway, and there was a young man, 30-year-old, who was a Michael Jackson impersonator, well known. If you've been around the streets of Manhattan, his name is Jordan Neely. So he was apparently acting erratic on the subway. He had mental health issues, obviously. Not obviously, but he had mental health issues, and it was pretty apparent that he did. But apparently, at one point, Daniel Penny felt like he was a threat, put him in a chokehold for 6 minutes, and the young man died. So him being a former Marine, he has been trained to know how long you can put a person in a chokehold. And this man was not a large man like I'm a large man. This man was a pretty frail guy. Like he was well under 200 pounds, and he was a small dude. So Daniel Penny, at first, there was a trial, or he turned himself in, and then there was a trial for whether he'd be convicted of manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter. Obviously, it can't be murder because he doesn't have like a actual motive. But involuntary manslaughter, the jury was deadlocked, and then they acquitted him of all charges. Right. So you have this guy here, who's being looked at one way because he was, in his brain he was saving people, right? And then you have a gentleman who goes up to the CEO of a healthcare company, shoots him, and he's a hero. So like it's weird how we look at people for the things that they do. Just like Gypsy Rose, she conspired to have her mother killed. The Menendez brothers, they brutally murdered their parents. They're all guilty of things, and some of them get brand deals. Some of them are heroes. Some of them are romanticized. And this guy, this healthcare guy, like apparently, like he's the hottest thing on the block. Like everybody loves this guy. The girls dropping draws for this guy. They're calling him daddy. Like it's fucking nuts. Like it's incredibly hilarious.
Image is everything.
But
Image is everything. How the public sees you can make or break a trial, can make or break you getting out, can make or break you being rich.
Yeah.
If you can draw the attention of some really rich people or some really famous people and get them on your side, you could get away with anything.
Now I don't know if that gentleman's gonna get away with it. I mean,
No, but he's
I
gonna
saw something
be
of people like pleading to Kim Kardashian to take his case.
yeah.
which
In her comments.
I mean,
not
if you
to get later. Oh, go ahead.
no, you go. You're good.
No, I didn't want to like change the subject because
Oh,
I was
I
going
was
to change
just
the
gonna
subject.
Yeah, you dropped a lot of topics on
Yeah.
us that we got to go back through.
No. I just think that it's funny that they found him with all this stuff that conveniently sets him up for everything after he supposedly skipped town.
Yeah.
The
That's
shooter?
what I thought.
Yeah.
But,
The shooter?
I mean, maybe
Yeah.
they were wrong.
It's really comforting knowing that he was caught with a murder weapon 5 days after the murder and a manifesto.
He was holding it.
Like, just good thing he had all of that
Eating a hash brown.
packaged together
Eating a hash brown at
And
McDonald's.
he was there early, just chilling, enjoying New York
instead of like throwing
beforehand.
the gun in the Hudson, like 99.9% of all murders in New York City do.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like this is a good subject to lead into the United Healthcare CEO being shot.
Yeah, that's what we were talking
That's
about.
what
Yeah,
we've
that's
been
exactly
talking
it.
That is what we're talking about.
That's where you're here.
Oh.
Well, welcome to the party. But yeah,
Okay, then smash. He's a
what's
smash.
his
Yeah.
name?
Wrong. Next question.
Luigi.
She said he's a
Luigi?
smash.
I thought we were talking about Daniel.
This is-
Penny.
And we're
He
passing
was,
the
and then he
segues
went.
back to Steve.
He
This
skipped
is-
over the Daniel Penny
This is
thing and went to
exactly the
Luigi.
problem. This is exactly well, the guy who killed the other. Yeah, fuck it. I would fuck the shit out of him.
I just
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah,
I feel like people who fight for the rights of people who are in the
Yes.
lower middle
Honestly,
class
I
are
would-
sexy in general.
I would like to think if he
but-
wasn't so cute that we would still.
he could be ugly.
Okay,
let's be
but,
Like,
Yeah.
but
Yes.
But
going
let's be
back,
real.
going back to his motive, I think I'm not condoning assassination. That is not what I'm doing here. But he did have a good motive. I mean, like,
I
a
mean-
lot of people get denied healthcare. Like,
No,
he's
you're-
making billions of dollars off of Americans. We're supposed to have like the best healthcare out of all the countries. Yet we have the worst.
If
We
you're-
have the most expensive,
Most expensive,
health-
the worst.
we spend the most money on healthcare out of all these countries, and ours is like our healthcare system is like the 40-something of all countries. That makes sense. And
Luigi said the
I
47.
believe it's the 40. Yes, 7. It is.
Luigi knows.
It is the 47.
Yeah.
Listen
It
to
makes-
his
Luigi said-
monopoly
It makes sense.
numbers,
Did
bro.
you see the
If you're-
manifesto?
if you're gonna send a message, this is how you send a message.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, he did a really great
Yeah.
job of sending the message. He's
I
just
mean, the engraved bullets.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
And
that's
he's willing to spend the rest of his life in prison
I
for the
think-
fellow Americans. Like,
Hot take is that he's terminal.
Hmm.
Was he affected or was it a family member?
oh, you didn't see it?
I think
Okay,
it was, I think it was
two-
his mother.
Back.
I think it
Back
was two
surgeries.
family members died, but I don't know if they were denied health care because his
No,
family
that's,
was rich.
he had back surgery 2 years ago, and then he started taking ayahuasca and just went fucking bananas. And after the last like 2 years, has slowly gone crazier and crazier. And then this was him basically just like checking out, but finding a way to assign
Is this
blame
confirmed?
to it. What's that?
Is this confirmed?
Yeah,
Because
you can
he was-
Google it right now. He
Oh,
had
wow.
back surgery in like 2020.
Yeah, it was
I-
his
it
Twitter.
changed his
It was
life.
his
The
Twitter
story
like.
the story that I heard was
headliner
something that had to
thing.
do with his mom. Was that not a real story?
Probably not.
Okay.
I heard the mom thing too.
Yeah.
What happened? They said his mom was
His mom
sick.
was sick and passed
That's what I
away,
heard.
and that's what triggered the assassination. But who knows? Like, this could just be a
Could've been
setup
both.
on some random guy. Like, we don't know what the real story is.
Well, his family
But
owned
like he was
hundreds of
valid-
millions of dollars worth of
pizza parlors.
No plumbing, actually.
You're right.
No, but they owned hundreds of millions of dollars of like senior citizen homes. So his entire family is deeply involved in like, if you
Healthcare
call it like healthcare fraud or whatever, they're deeply involved in that. Like that's what his family has done.
It's just crazy that he was like valedictorian in his class.
Did you guys
He's
know?
like he was in like a top thing at his frat
Yeah,
thing.
he's smart.
So
For
smart.
sure.
You guys want to hear
Crazy.
a fun fact? Actually, I just wrote a paper about this for my final. Life expectancy here in the United States since like 1820 has increased by over 45 years. We now, like, our expected life expectancy is like around 80 years old, 77 for men. I think it's like 80 for women. And it dropped just recently, obviously, because of COVID in 2020. But every like 15 to 20 years, we have like this big significant like spike down in life expectancy. And this is the first time it wasn't a giant drop. Like, it was expecting this giant drop, and we actually just had a slight down incline, and it's already shooting back up. But it's amazing to see that the life expectancy is still going up with healthcare the way it is, and specifically in the United States. And I think that's like really interesting that we still somehow manage to keep high life expectancy, like high, like life expectancies with what we're going through specifically as a country versus other countries. And I just thought it was really interesting. I don't know if you guys have any.
Yeah.
I mean, people are still getting the care. It's just they're in debt for the rest of their life because of it.
Right.
So, I mean, it's like, yeah, it's a little bit of both. I mean, yeah, some people are being denied health care, but then they're still getting treatment. They just end up having to never have another paycheck after that.
Mm-hmm. Right. Just, it's so sad. And honestly, there's been so many people in the world that have been murdered in general. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to feel sad for this man that died.
Yeah,
And
I don't.
No.
I'm like kind of in the middle. Like, I don't think
Thoughts
he's a
and
hero.
prayers.
I don't think he's like, you know, I don't think like, oh, I love that he did this, but I also would like,
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, I don't feel
Yeah.
bad for this guy. Like, I'm like, well, that kind of sucks. Like,
You put
not that,
yourself
for the
in this
last-
not that you
position.
deserve it, but also just like, isn't that interesting? And then
For the
that's
last
kind of it.
15 years, the insurance companies have just gotten richer and richer when Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, all this went through, and all it did was increase the costs.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you guys were in a perfect position to make a change that didn't just boost the amount of money they were making, and it's like you blew it.
Well, they have
And
all
don't
this
be
money.
surprised when people get pissed off about it.
Right. Well, they have all this money, and they still, like, people who have been paying their life insurance, they find ways to get them to not get reimbursed.
That's all insurance companies do.
Right. And it's like eventually that's going to come back to you, right? Like, people are going to start talking, people are going to get upset. What did you expect? Like, did you expect them to be like, oh, thank you for taking all of our money? Someone passed away. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Someone that was high in your company, someone that represents you as a whole, passed away, and it's a huge hot topic. How are you going to respond and handle this? And all they've done is say, you killed someone. Yeah. What about it? What are you, like, this is a
And take their
statement.
pictures off their websites.
Right. This is a statement. Like, this is a statement, and they're
It
doing
seemed
what
like,
scumbags do.
It seemed like America kind of banded together on this one
Yeah.
and herald this guy a martyr in some way, and pretty much just said, "Nah," you know, the guy who the CEO who passed away. "Nah. Oh
yeah,
well,
right.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, guess your life was denied.
Did
and
you
he was
see?
baby girled on the internet.
Did you see? Blue Cross and Blue Shield, the new policy they floated out, or I don't think they actually put it into effect yet, but that they proposed about
Oh, they ripped
anesthesia,
it right down.
and then the CEO got killed the next day, and then they revoked it. They're like, never mind, we're not doing that. Did you guys hear about what their policy was?
I didn't. Can you specify?
They
Yeah,
weren't
so
gonna
they were-
cover anesthesia.
So no, they were going to only cover the amount of time that they deemed necessary for whatever the procedure was. So if like you're having open heart surgery, and Blue Cross was going to say, okay, this surgery should take 4 hours, but the surgery ends up taking 5, they're saying, well, we're only paying for those 4 hours. If it ran long, that's on the patient. The patient has to pay the remainder because it's not our fault that the surgery went long. So then the patient has to decide if they're willing to pay that amount or not receive anesthesia for that additional time. You know what I mean? So it's like you're either going to suffer incredible amounts of pain and not be anesthetized, or you're going to have to pay thousands of dollars
Well,
for that
what-
extra time.
That
What
is
happened where the
so ridiculous.
anesthesiologists were knowingly overcharging the insurance companies? Like they were going, yeah, I'll pad an extra 3 hours, an extra 5 hours, an extra 8 hours on the surgery because they knew they'd get paid for it 100% no matter what. So different states' legislation prevented that. And immediately it was something like a 7-hour average surgery time dropped when they had this legislation in place where they couldn't pad the hours. And that was a signal that they knew the anesthesiologists were just padding their numbers. And so then the anesthesiologists, to protect their income, were saying, like, oh, what do you mean? You just want us to stop having people in surgery not feel pain? It's like, dude, you had a scam going. You got caught. They were preventing it. And now you're pretending like you're just going to let people go, my organs are all open to the air. I have to feel all
But
of
you
it.
can't
It's
pass
like,
it on to the patient.
So
Like
in-
it's good that they are getting on top of the medical industry for that, but you can't pass that along to the
Right.
person receiving care.
Well, I'm
So in
saying it's a billing
summary-
issue between the hospital and between the anesthesiologist, the hospital, and the insurance company.
So in summary, the small people get screwed over
Right.
by the big corporations. Right.
But
Always.
in summary number 2, CEO of McDonald's is bringing snack wraps back.
I did see
That's how
that.
they're answering to the public.
Yeah, and then he got caught at McDonald's, like crazy. How
It's
the
all
world aligns.
connected.
It's all connected.
Again, it's about the
Monopoly,
image. The people wanted
like-
it, and the people got it, right?
Yeah.
What they
Yeah.
did bring back recently was the McRib.
Tell
And-
me all about
See,
it.
We'll get there.
I-
We'll get there.
can't.
Oh, is that later?
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
get there. We're gonna get there. We
So-
got a couple other things to get
We're
to.
at Benny Blanco.
Just a couple of little things that Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez are now engaged.
Wifey's
So
getting
excited.
wifed up. I love her.
Yeah, like I don't even care about Benny Blanco. Like it's Selena Gomez.
He can
I'm
cook
so-
pickle
and then-
sandwiches. What do
yeah.
you mean? You don't care
she's
about
like,
him.
She's like, I want a Mikey diamonds, and then he got her a Mikey diamond.
Oh,
Oh,
we
what the
stand a man that can listen.
Yes, no,
Yes.
I'm obsessed
Yes.
with them. I'm obsessed with them. I'm so happy
Yeah,
for
they're
them.
so cute, and
So
like
cute.
I'm so excited that hopefully all the like, whenever they post Justin and Haley, like they have a whole ass baby, and people still are like,
Well, yeah, they're comparing the diamonds now. They're like, oh well,
Oh my
I
Justin
didn't
God.
even
got
see that.
Justin
Let it
got
go.
freaking what's her name, Haley, a giant diamond. Okay,
Selena
but
don't
the
care about
band,
Justin?
the band didn't got no diamonds on it. You know what I saw on that marquee diamond? Some diamonds wrapped around it. Okay, he knew exactly what she wanted, and he got it for her. And when they asked him about it, like, hey Benny, when did you know that she was the one for you? And he goes, what do you mean? She is the most gorgeous, awesome woman I've ever met. And he hyped her up, and he wouldn't stop hyping her. And he's like,
He just
I'm going to
wouldn't
be like
stop.
this the rest of my life. I'm marrying Selena Gomez.
Yeah.
And it's just so iconic and awesome to see. I love it for her, especially everything she's been through, like health-wise.
yeah.
I'm just so happy to see her
Didn't
happy.
she have like leukemia?
Yeah.
Leukemia?
Not
Yeah.
leukemia. Wasn't it was
Something with an L, right?
maybe it was leukemia.
Lupus?
Lupus. That's what it was. Yeah.
Sounds right.
Lupus, yeah.
It was not leukemia. But yeah.
not leukemia.
I was like, no, she didn't have cancer.
That's not.
Sorry.
No.
Anyway,
Sorry,
yeah.
Selena.
See you later,
But
Naked Greg.
Also, Taylor Swift.
That's how I feel
commented-
about Travis and Taylor.
Yeah,
Like, he just hypes her up
oh yeah.
and loves her so
But
much.
Taylor Swift commented on Selena's post.
said she'd be the flower girl.
Yes.
Yes.
I want to
wanna-
be a Parmesan cheese girl.
I want her to write a song
I
with
just want to
Selena
be like a
for
bird,
the wedding.
like flying over this, like whatever they're gonna get.
I'm just so
Flying.
excited and happy for her.
like a
I
bird.
love
I
that.
just want to see everything. Can I just see it?
That'd be funny.
Also, can you imagine their like kids like lunchboxes? I can imagine
Oh my
them
God.
releasing lunchbox like meals, like the new lunchboxes, but it being healthy and awesome.
Yeah.
And I could totally see that collab going.
Dude.
So much potential there.
Yeah.
This
between the
is
two
so
of them.
off topic,
Yeah.
but it's like on the Taylor topic. I had a dream probably like 2 weeks ago that I had a kid. Like
Oh.
he was so cute. His name was Willow, which is a Taylor Swift song. Willow Oakley Morris, because like
Willow Oakley?
apparently I didn't know who the dad was.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
Or you weren't married.
No, I just like seriously didn't know who the dad was. Like, I just didn't know.
That's valid. That's
Yeah.
valid.
Yeah, it happens. But yeah. And now I just haven't stopped thinking about it since. And I'm like, damn, I want.
I had a
kid,
dream like
but
that
I'm
once.
So young.
I had a dream like that once. My family, my whole family always names everyone in their family the same letter initial. And so I always knew I wanted to name my daughter Octavia from the 100 and then Oliver, but my mom named her dog Oliver when I told her I liked the name. So then I was trying to come up with a new
Petty.
name and it was really bothering me. And then I had a dream that they were like, pick. And I was like, October. And now I really like October, like more than I like Octavia. And
October's cute.
well, dreams are just weird like that. I don't
Are you
know.
a Harry Potter fan?
Am I a Harry Potter fan? I'm gonna plead the fifth.
Well, I was gonna say you could pick Ollivander, and then he could still be Ollie for short.
Ooh, cute.
That's
Okay,
the name of the wand shop was Ollivander.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour has ended, and if anyone's going to talk about it on this podcast, I feel like it should probably be me. Exactly. Yeah, I just feel like it's crazy how many shows she did, how like long it was.
was a
I
movement.
literally go there and I like sing and dance, like give like maybe 20% of dancing, 100% of singing. But like, how does she do it?
I don't know, but I did have a question. Are we gonna do we have a couple topics between our Spotify Wrapped in this? Because
There's a lot of stuff.
because I like kind of want to tie that in back into
Okay.
this
You
conversation.
can
Yeah.
tie it in.
So
I'm gonna
Yeah,
tie it in
we can get
too.
there. Let's get there.
okay, my Spotify Wrapped came out, and I am a Spotify WHORE. Okay,
Yeah, same.
I love some Spotify. I've had it since 2017, and I'm obsessed. Every year I wait for it. When it dropped, and I was excited. I'm in my pink Pilates travel girl
Princess strut
something
era.
something 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 era. I had like 30 words.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is a very interesting choice, but I'm here for it. I did listen to a lot of Sabrina and Olivia this year.
What
I am
about
big
Chapel?
stands of their story. But my top artist of the year, I thought it was going to be, her name's Ami. And because I listened to Love Me Not this year, it came out on Valentine's Day. It's been my number one song on all my playlists. It's my number one song, obviously. But it wasn't. It was Taylor Swift as my number one. And I was sitting there looking at it, and I was like, I did not listen to Taylor Swift that much this year. I like Taylor Swift, but I don't like her that much. Like, I love her. I love Selena Gomez. But I listen to a lot of niche music. And so I thought it was really interesting that my top artist came back as Taylor Swift. And it left me questioning, like, is she really
How
my
accurate.
my top artist, or are they just pushing some of these influencers up in the Spotify Wrapped? One of my friends got their Spotify Wrapped back, and their top
Wait,
artist
who's-
was someone else. Maybe I think it was like Doja Cat or something. And they got someone else, like their number 5, like their video come out. And I was like, that's a little bit weird, and I'm almost
You
wondering.
got to also think about like, okay, so my Spotify Wrapped was my top artist was Future, but I don't listen to Future. I listen to Kendrick Lamar, and Kendrick Lamar was featured on Future's song, so it could also be a feature, and whoever owns that song, they boost them. Like my number one song was Like That, which is a Future Kendrick Lamar song. It was when he first dissed Drake. I played that song more than any song. It was my number one song for a year.
Well, I listen to Hawaiian music a lot, and I ain't never seen my Hawaiian music up there.
Okay,
on the
well,
top.
mine was all children's piano music. I had like
All right. Well, mine was completely correct. Taylor
Well, let's
Swift was
talk
my
numbers.
number one.
How many how many minutes?
Yeah, we'll go one by one. Do you have yours pulled up?
It was. Hold on.
I'm just curious to see how you compare to my wife with the Swifty stuff.
Okay, hold on.
I can't check mine. I'm
I
write it
got
down
to the
now.
the
Right.
way
Okay.
I was able to figure out who my top artist was is because they make a playlist for you, your top 2024
Oh, Wrapped.
songs.
And,
And
then
I
it's
just,
in order too.
Yeah, and I just like skipped over the children's
Yeah, be
musical.
careful. You can't play it. You can't play it because we'll get
And
banned.
it was basically
I'm turning it down. Sorry.
No.
sorry.
Yeah. It was basically Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Sabrina Carpenter, Chappell Roan, Olivia Rodrigo.
It's like all of the artists that everybody knows and listens to, and I feel like sometimes they suggest the songs even though I've already listened to it
Yeah.
because they're trying to push the music.
Top song was "Who's Afraid of Little Old Me" by Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Love that song.
Okay.
I streamed it 59 times starting on April 29th or April 19th. Sorry.
Because that's when it dropped.
59.
Does it show?
Amateur numbers keep going.
Does it show how many minutes listened total?
Yeah,
What?
that is one of them.
Yeah.
Isn't one of her songs like
Your
Wildflower?
where it says your top
Wildflower?
artist, it'll say minutes listened.
Or are you on Apple
My
Music or
top
Spotify?
songs. Number 1, Who's Afraid of Little Old Me. 2, Down Bad. 3, So Long London. 4, Guilty as Sin. 5, Florida.
Who
All
hurt
Taylor
you?
Swift
Who
songs.
hurt you, bro?
All the same
Yeah.
album.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the torture
Yeah.
post department.
Yeah, all tortured.
I like
my
her.
favorite
What is the
album.
song called? Wildflower or Wild Card or something like that? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Something like that. I like that the beat of that song, and I listened to it, and I think that's what made her my top artist. But I wasn't like I barely know the name of the song. How is she my top? I was so mad about it. I was like,
Joe, do you know around how many hours
There you
have?
go. I think, yeah, this is the one I want to see where it says how many minutes listened. Because she's going through it live. She doesn't have
Oh,
screenshots
okay.
yet.
Okay. Does it say?
not yet. One more.
I think you may have skipped it.
It's
so
the
wait,
second from-
it'll show
or
me
it's
how
the
many
last.
minutes I listened to.
Yeah, if you
my
go to the
Disney
last slide.
piano song
Yeah.
by Lang Lang.
Yeah, you already went past it.
If you go to the last
It was
one,
the
that
one with
shows
the red
you
background.
minutes listened all year.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that one. But it's after you got to let it play because it'll show you the first part and then it should go into the next one.
I think my top. I think I had like 69,000 or something like that. But
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of podcasts, so
Joe, how many minutes did you have?
14. Well, this is D's.
Oh,
It's Taylor Swift was her top artist. 14,000 minutes listened, which is in the top 0.5% of listeners worldwide.
wow.
Her number 2 artist was Gracie Adams, only because D's number 1 song was Us, which is a Gracie Adams song featuring Taylor Swift. So really, you can combine those two. And for
Wait, how much was her numbers?
for Taylor Swift, it was 14,000.
She listened way more than I did.
How many minutes did you have?
I had 7,000.
Oh yeah, see,
250.
twice the amount of minutes. Plus, her top song was "Us," the Gracie Adams song, 212 streams, and that song didn't even come out until June. She is in the 0.001% of listeners for that song.
Okay,
That's
but to
crazy.
be fair, fair,
She listens to Taylor Swift nonstop all the time, and I know like every word, every song just from it being on in the house at all times.
That's how I felt. I was in the top 0.001% for me because I heard the song and I fell in love with it and I listened to it all the time and I tagged her on Instagram and she responded and she
What?
was like, "Ooh, my #1 fan." Ooh, that
Wow.
made me happy.
To be
Yeah.
fair,
Taylor
I do
Swift
have
did?
Not Taylor
this
Swift, not
when
Taylor-
I was
oh,
like
sorry.
what,
Oh,
like
oh,
8
oh.
years old.
Oh my god!
wait. Oh wait, we should probably not.
Yeah,
Play
you
that.
can turn it down.
was that you?
Oh my
yeah.
Are you
god!
crying for
Crying.
tickets?
Yeah.
Did she
So-
respond?
No.
Jeez.
And you all went to the concert, right? I mean, to the
Yeah,
Eras
I
tour.
went for
I don't
my
wanna talk
21st
about
birthday.
Britt, you didn't go?
Oh. Out
But
of 10
I went
million,
3
I wasn't
times.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What
the guy-
cities?
So I went Chicago Friday and Sunday, and then I went to Indy. This like when
Yeah.
she just came. I went to the last U.S. tour
Oh yeah.
or U.S. show. It was my 21st birthday.
Dang.
Yeah, it was really cool.
And
but-
which city did it better, Chicago or Indy?
I think that Indy was like a better vibe. Chicago's definitely a better stadium, and it was like Chicago is definitely way cooler than Indy. But I think Indy was like a better
Did you
vibe.
stay the night down there? I'm always curious
No.
about people who come from out of town, like to go places, like how the parking is, like that. That makes me
Oh,
not want to
God.
go places at
Yeah,
all.
leaving.
Yeah.
is
No,
the
parking was easy.
worst.
We parked like 10 minutes away from the stadium, walking like wise.
And you got out real easily, no
yeah,
traffic.
everything was cool.
For the Indy show?
Must be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
And the
that's nice.
The Chicago show. So because the Friday show, I went with like the guy I was dating at the time, and
Okay.
we like took a train to the stadium.
Okay,
so
yeah.
we like parked at this like garage, took a train or a bus or whatever. So easy, got out so easy. And then when I went with my mom, we parked like at a garage, and then we walked like I think it was like 15 minutes to the stadium.
That's crazy.
Got out so easy.
Yeah, we
A little hack.
my wife went in Chicago. She went Friday and Saturday. I went with her Friday. She went with her best friend Saturday, and then we got an Airbnb in the city like Friday night. So all three of us stayed the night there Friday night. Dee and I went. Her best friend dropped us off and then picked us up after. So we didn't have to worry about transportation. Then Saturday, I dropped them off at the concert, and then I went home, and then I think they Ubered back to the Airbnb. But
Right.
so yeah, I
did you
played
for
the
this
role. I
woman?
went to the concert that I got her. I surprised her with tickets for her birthday.
That's so nice.
What was your Spotify Wrapped?
What? I already went
We
over.
already
it.
went over
Yours?
I don't have a Spotify account.
Oh, okay.
These are all D's numbers.
Yeah, I'll give mine. Just a whole bunch of artists that none of you guys will know. Of course, it said Future, but it was really Kendrick Lamar. Sir, Lucky Day, Concrete Boys, and Destin Conrad, and I listened to like 67,000 minutes.
Wow.
Holy shit! Of that artist?
Oh no, not just that artist, but like overall for the year.
Oh,
That was around my numbers too.
Yeah, I don't know. D didn't send me a screenshot of her overall.
And then my
Oh,
top 5 songs was Like That by Kendrick Lamar, Great Adventures, Boldy James, Give You the World, which is Steve Lacy, Jill Redcorn from Sir, and Where Your Daddy At from Concrete Boys.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you guys listen to podcasts at all? Because I got a
I listen to
podcast Spotify
Exclusively.
Wrapped.
It's like all I listen to is
yes,
podcasts.
Do you guys listen to
That's
Crime
what-
Junkies?
Mm-mm.
You know who that is?
I heard they're good. I listened to the Joe Budden podcast. I actually pay for the Patreon.
Can we real quick just wrap up the Taylor Swift thing? Because I was gonna.
Sure.
So I went to the concert with my wife. I got a shirt for myself that said "It's me. Hi, I'm the husband. It's me." And then we went around, took all the pictures, and then she told me I had to make a friendship bracelet, which I didn't want to, but
Why?
But she's like, "You have to make one."
Yeah.
And I'm like, she's like, it could be anything, any lyrics, as long as it's lyrics. And I said, any lyrics, as long as it's Taylor Swift lyrics. She said, yeah. I said, okay. So my goal was just to find something funny or dirty or whatever from, I knew
Would
that she
be
doesn't have dirty
fine.
lyrics, but I wanted to like take it out of context. So the bracelets that I made like 4 of them, said, "This is me swallowing." And then I handed those out. Because the line was like, "This is me swallowing my pride" or something. But I just cut it off at "This is me swallowing."
This is me swallowing my pride. I'm sorry for that. Back to December.
Did you trade? Did you get
Oh, yeah.
some-
I traded with
Dirty.
everybody.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I was thinking this is me trying.
No, I made sure to only trade with adults. Obviously, I wasn't going to give some kid like
Yeah,
a gross
I
one.
hope not.
But no, any adults that were like, "Oh my God, do you want to trade?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Were they
And then,
like,
then they would look at it and they'd be like, "What?"
They're like, huh?
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my little protest of making the bracelets, was making it dirty. I said, "Well, it's a lyric." She's like,
Yeah.
"Oh my God."
Yeah.
Anyway,
Do
that
you
was all I
guys-
had to say.
I will say, I really want to go to some Michael Blaustein comedy shows.
Who's that?
Oh my God.
Never
My
heard of him.
favorite comedian of
And I
all
love
time.
stand up too, and I've never heard of him.
He's really fun. Okay, you know those like middle school makeout videos where they'd be like, "Oh, this is how you make out," blah, right? Well, he was
Yeah.
the star of them, so he was in every single one of those videos. And I didn't put that together until recently, but I was always like, "Oh, I think I know this guy." But he's really funny, and he talks about like sex a lot, like both like with guys and girls, and like he can make any like sexual joke like the funniest thing you've ever heard. And I aspire to be just like him. Yes, him. And
I've never
he
seen
is
this guy
so
before.
funny. And he talks about having like a small dick all the time, and he like makes it like the funniest shit ever. And I just like
We
he'll be
love
like,
a self-aware king.
he's so aware and awesome, and he's so funny. And he comes and his shows like are never sold out, but I
I'll
always
go
want to
with
be.
you.
I always have wanted to go to one of his
Let's go.
shows and his
I'll
like front
also
like
go with
seat show, because like he does a lot of crowd work, and I don't know, I just really want to go watch him in Chicago at some point. He's doing another tour here soon. Sorry,
No, you're good.
they're
Keep
doing
going.
another tour here soon, and I want to go watch him because I just feel like that'd be such a good like it's just
Yeah.
a good time. I see when I think about going to like concerts and stuff like that, I think that concerts would be fun. But usually when I think about concerts, I think about, oh, I want to get merch, oh, I want to go, and half the time you don't really enjoy yourself because you're standing on your feet or you're exhausted, and it's about parking and getting there and leaving. And she plays a couple songs, he plays a couple songs, and whatever. When I go to a comedy show, I'm like, it's an event. Like I go and I sit down and I enjoy it and I laugh, and then when I leave, I'm like, I wish this night will never end. And I just don't get that way with like concerts, like some people do. And so like I value and I like envy you guys for being able to do that at concerts, but that's just how I am with comedy shows. So if you guys
No,
ever
I'm-
want to go see a comedy show, let me know,
I'm
because
down
I'm
for
gonna
it.
go see him this time around. Okay,
I'm protesting concerts. They're so expensive.
so expensive.
like it's not even in my tax
And
bracket.
what is like the Ticketmaster thing where like you have to be a fucking verified fan for
They own everything.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a monopoly.
It's rubbish.
I love stand up comedy, but I
Yeah,
have
me too.
never been to a show.
I've
Like
done,
I don't know why. The only time I ever bought tickets was I had Daniel Tosh tickets. This was like 2008, 2009, like before he had Tosh.0, before he was like huge. And I had front row, or actually second row, but right in the middle tickets, because I bought them while I was in high school. I bought them at like 10 a.m. I was on a school computer and I bought them and I was like, oh my God. And then like the next week I found out our senior banquet was the same night. And all my friends who went, or I mean, who were going to go with me, they're like, they want to go to senior banquet because I was the Daniel Tosh fan, not them. And I was like, God damn it. So I had to sell my tickets, and I have never been to a concert.
well, I
Not a
think
concert,
that we
to a
should go
stand-up.
to a Michael Blaustein because he's so funny.
I got to look this guy up. I got to see
He's
if
so
I
funny.
like him.
You gotta look up his like makeout videos because he was like the star of all of them. I learned how to make out to this guy.
Like actually?
Yeah. I used to watch his videos. I just laugh because I never knew it was him until recently. Like he's like, I see you guys have connected my past to my future. And, like he was talking about it, and I was like,
So where is he
my
performing that
gosh.
you're seeing him? Chicago or
In
like
Chicago.
Hammond?
He's gone to Chicago the last 3 years, and all the last 3 years I've been like, I'm gonna buy a ticket, and then I wait so long that they're like $100 to go get it. But when they first come out, they're like $40, and I'm like, I'm gonna get it the second it drops this year. I'm gonna get the tickets, and I'm gonna get front row, and I'm gonna enjoy myself. And that's why I said that's what I'm doing this year is my fun thing. So
who's your favorite stand-up comedian of all time and right now?
Michael Blousting and Michael Blousting.
Really?
He's just so funny. He's just so funny. I don't know. Like I just can't help it. Like every time his video comes up on, like I'm a Facebook user. I love me some Facebook. Every time I'm scrolling, it's just a Michael Blousting after Michael Blousting after Michael Blousting like funny video edit, and I just can't help it. It just makes me laugh. Like I was like, oh,
Facebook
okay.
is good for that, like feeding you what you need.
And like a couple other like female ones come up. I love a good female. Like
Nikki
stand-up.
Glaser.
Yeah.
Do we have
She's
any
funny.
TikTok?
Oh,
comments?
okay. You know what? Joe Coy. I love him too. And his like, Joseph, ask me where my keys are.
Joseph. Joseph.
I love a good Joseph.
My mother-in-law is Asian, so my wife and I sometimes joke around with that. She'll say, Joseph.
Yeah. Well, all my best friends, like, you know, like I just vibe with it. I love it. And so him too. He's great. But Michael Blousting has taken the top cake for me this year, I would say.
Brett.
Comedians?
Mm-hmm. All time and currently.
I used to actually love Dane Cook, and then
Yeah, me
turned
too.
out to be like
Sufi.
a little creepy,
Yeah, I
and then
was
it was
huge
disappointing. But I recently discovered Nikki Glaser, and I really like her, even though she was a Taylor hater, but then turned to like her and apologized. So we'll forgive her. But that's really all. Ali Wong, I like her. I used to like Amy Schumer, but she kind of
I like Ali Wong.
I'm not, yeah.
yeah. Another disappointment.
I used to like Amy Schumer before she got like really popular. Before she
Yeah.
started doing movies, basically.
Yeah.
I liked her earlier stuff.
Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah,
Love
obviously,
Tiffany Haddish.
right?
Yeah.
Like you got your classics, and then you got your little niches. I feel like
Chelsea Handler.
right. I just love comedy because I feel like it's so dry nowadays. Like I don't like sometimes it's really hard to get like really original, funny people like to go watch. For example, what's his name? The guy that was on
SNL.
no, not SNL. I can't think of it. That was on Nick Cannon's show. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
wow.
Oh, Matt Rife.
Yeah, Matt Rife.
Yeah.
I don't think he's funny at all. I think that he is.
I think he does good crowd work,
Yeah.
but I don't think he's a good
Actually
joke writer.
funny,
Like I don't
yeah.
think his jokes are funny, but I think he's very quick with the crowd, which is
And that's just like her,
Which is fine,
charisma, and
yeah.
you
Well,
don't have to be funny to do that.
You know the drama that surrounded that a little bit ago about how his TV movie or show came out on Netflix, and he basically was just like making fun of women the whole time to like
Yeah.
get the men. He's like, women don't watch my stuff, and it's like all of his audience
it's
is
women because they find him attractive.
And then
yeah.
like he had a big canceling because of it because women are
Yeah.
like, how are you gonna hate on us when we're literally your number one
demographic.
And,
yeah.
and now he has like a serious girlfriend I've heard or something, and now he like is cutting back on those jokes, and I don't know. I just think
no,
that
it's not going anywhere.
I just think that if your main course is like if you can just talk about like sex and things like that,
Yeah,
and
you're
you
not
can't turn
funny.
anything else, you're not funny,
Yeah,
right?
You have to
and
be
also,
making me laugh about every single topic.
I know it was a bit too on the Wild and Out, but the whole Zendaya thing, I didn't think that was very funny. Like I
What
just
did he
think
do?
that that was some really dry humor, and that's just not my type of humor. And I'm not trying to hate on Matt Rife, but I'm hating on him.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
can
I
hate
just
on
am not a
him.
fan. They're either naturally funny or you're just not funny.
No,
at
he's
all.
not funny. I don't know what he did to Zendaya, but
He's hot though.
No, like they were
He's
on,
not even
you know,
hot.
spit takes and stuff like that, where it's like, oh, I'm gonna make you laugh, and then when you
Yeah.
laugh, you spit,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
He was like, oh, hey, sexy mama, literally grabbed her chin and was like trying to like tell her all the things he's gonna do to her and stuff. And I was like, why would you think that's funny? And he came back
And
and
was
was
she
like,
just like-
oh, it was a bit. She knew it was gonna happen, but like the way the whole cast reacted to him doing
I
that.
feel like she would just stare him down.
Was this
the whole
back
time.
in the day when he was on the show? 'Cause
Yeah,
he's not on anymore, right?
No, I think it's still on, but this is from a couple years back before, like he got popular after this incident happened.
Okay.
And I just remember being like, why is he blowing up for this? This is
Yeah,
like
being
not
disrespectful to
funny. This is,
women.
he touched a woman and everyone reacted to it. And he's like, it's a bit. And I just feel like that's his personality. Yeah. No offense, but
Yeah, I'm not
No
a
offense.
I'm not a big fan of him either.
Respectfully.
yeah.
My favorite all time is Louis C.K., who I know had
Ah.
some issues with
Yeah.
stuff. But he's still my favorite all time in terms of like joke writer. And then I think my favorite current is like I want to say Bill Burr. Bill Burr's probably my favorite
funny.
current. I really do like Shane Gillis a lot too. His recent stand-up special I thought is really good. I would say those are probably my favorite current ones right now. I mean, there's a lot more that I like, but like those are the two that I think of probably the most.
Those are some good ones. They are funny. I feel like yeah, they're funny.
Like Jim
That's not
Gaffigan.
really-
I haven't seen Jim Gaffigan's new one, but I like him a lot. Yeah, there's quite a few that I watch though.
What was I didn't want to take up too much time on the comedy and the concert and Spotify.
Yeah,
I feel like we can talk about it forever.
We're going to a
What's,
comedy show.
I don't have the list in front of me.
Oh no, we're good.
I don't remember where we were on the topics.
Yeah, we skipped ahead a little bit to
No,
the
the
Spotify
next one
wrap.
was that Jerry Turner has incurable cancer.
Who?
Jerry Turner from the old Bachelor thingy.
Oh,
Oh my God. What?
Golden Bachelor.
Oh.
Stop.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of cancer?
Incurable. He's dying.
Like, where is the cancer?
Oh, I don't know. They didn't specify what cancer he had, but he has incurable cancer, which is one of the big factors of why they decided that to not go through with the marriage and stuff like that.
Because he's
Dying.
dying.
L woman. Okay, listen. If I found out that I was dying and my fiance or whatever left me, ooh, words are gonna be spoken. Because how are you getting to a point where you're gonna propose to me and you're gonna want to be with me and then find out that I'm sick and be like, nah, I'm good. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if it went that way. All I know is that they were having issues anyway, and they said that it played a major part.
That sucks. That sucks. I'm sorry. I'm the type of ride or die girl. You know what I mean?
I guess I would like
And
to
Literally.
hear from
Literally. And
Yeah.
I'm like, if I found out the person
Like,
I'm
did-
with was dying, I'd just be like, all right, let's go get married. Let's go to Fiji. Let's do something fun. You know
Did
what I
Gary
mean?
push
I wouldn't
her
be like,
away?
I don't know.
Did he say, you can't stick with me? Or was she just like, I'm out?
I don't know.
Well-
I feel like, okay, this
we'll
could be
never
like
know.
sexist of me, maybe. Call me out if it is. But I feel like men tend to push women away when they're struggling with stuff a lot of the time.
Sure.
So that's a good possibility. Like from like past experiences, I'm saying like a lot, but from past experiences, I feel that men tend to shut down and push out, whereas women want closeness and comfort a lot when it comes to serious things like that. And so I can see that being a thing.
We'll never know. Did he speak on it?
Slow growing bone marrow cancer.
Rough.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like
Literally.
And
deteriorating.
there's no cure for it. And yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just reading through it.
I just found out one of the guys who was on Golden Bachelorette, I guess, is from Griffith.
Yeah.
I think he's off the show now or something. Or I don't even know if it ended. I don't watch either of them, but
Uh,
I just saw his name
yeah.
float on Facebook.
I want to go on Big Brother so bad.
That is like what 30 seasons in,
Oh my! I want
And
to be
I've
on
never
it so
seen
bad.
and I've never seen it either. But I've seen clips of like they show people like having sex and stuff.
Oh.
Whoa!
You've never seen that?
Does sex happen in the house? They're all human. I'm sure it does. They're
know.
all hot. Okay.
But like, there's literally clips of it like online.
that
But there, okay, but why?
requirement you have
Why
to be
is that?
hot?
Why is that the hating point though? There's literally too hot to handle and all of these literal
Yeah.
sex
No,
shows.
I'm
Like,
no, I'm not saying I don't watch it for that reason. I'd probably watch it because of that reason. I'm just saying like I can't believe that like they film people literally doing everything.
everything.
And you can just find clips of these people just fucking.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
they're not
Like,
supposed
that's
to.
wild.
They're not supposed to, and they're also not supposed to shower together and like try to sneak conversations that's away from camera. But things happen. They're not allowed to mention certain things, and I believe this season they weren't allowed to directly talk to the camera because America's vote is easily swayed to, like, for example, if I'm sitting here and I'm talking to the camera 24/7 and I'm like, ooh, this person's such a a rude person. I hate this person, but you guys love me, right? When things come to vote things into the house or twists happen, they're going to do whatever the person they like the most that's talking to the camera wants.
So people get voted out. Well, I don't even know what the show is.
Yeah,
premise
I don't
is.
even know.
So they put, I think it's like 16 house guests in the middle of a house, and they live there all summer.
An awesome house, I'm sure. Right?
Yeah. And they have
Where
a main
is this
competition.
house?
It's in California.
Same house every time?
Same house every time, but they redecorate it every season in a new way, and they add new twists, and they change the game up every season. The key tagline is "Expect the unexpected,"
and it's just random hot people or
not
celebrities.
like it's not all hot people. There's old people, young people, like 20 somethings, and usually the first week in the house. So you have a competition and you get a head of household. That person becomes the head of household, and they can nominate 2 people to be evicted from the house.
So like
Then-
Hunger Games.
Listen,
Is
yeah.
it physical competitions?
Yeah, sometimes physical, sometimes mental.
Okay.
And then these 2 people plus random house guests that are pulled from a hat compete in a competition for veto. So let's say I wasn't on the block or I wasn't nominated, but I pulled someone else off. Me and that person can no longer go home for the week. Then someone else is replaced, and everyone votes for who they want to go home. Usually the first couple of weeks, they get rid of really big competitors that are big looking, that look like they can hold their competition down because they don't want them to win. But it's more of a social game. I think it's awesome. I'm a big fan of it. Every season, it never goes the way I think it's going to go. And I get so mad every season because they vote out the hot people that I'm like, why would you take away the comedy or the entertainment? But sometimes it's got to be done because you can't win when someone's just a social beast at the game. Everyone likes them. You don't want them to get to the final because at the end of the game, whoever is voted out into jury, which is after the first 6 people evicted, everyone else goes into a jury, and those people vote for who they want to win the game at the end of the game. The second place winner gets, I think it's like 50 grand, and the first place winner gets 250 grand, but this past season it was 500 grand.
So the winner is, so the eliminations are all decided by fan vote?
No, the eliminations are all decided by the people inside the house.
Oh, I thought you said America votes or something.
America votes to get twists into the house. So Julie Chen is like the host of the show, and she'll be like, America, it's your time to vote. What do you think we should bring into the game? Or what do you think?
What
Like
are
what?
some
Like
things
live
they bring
snakes
in?
or like
Yeah.
what's the
Not like live snakes. but like,
tigers?
Temptations.
you are the secret actual head of household. So someone thinks that they're the head of household, but they actually are nominating 2 people, and it could be their alliance members. And they won't know what is
It's a
happening.
sick and twisted game.
Yeah, it's sick and twisted, and it's so awesome. And at the end of the game, also, the America gets to vote their favorite player, and they also win 50 grand. It's
always an
really
MVP.
good to watch. It ties in with all these reality shows. I think it's the most entertaining out of all of them to watch. But
What's it called again?
it's called Big Brother.
Oh, Big Brother. Okay, I've heard of Big Brother.
Yeah,
Another question, isn't it like, okay, it's on like CBS, right?
right.
But isn't there like always, you can go on the website and watch live feeds
Live
of the cameras
feeds
at all times?
24/7,
Like
you
you
can watch it.
flip through all their cameras at home whenever you want to. But
Is
then
someone
what?
living there right now?
No, not right now. But they just ended a season, and so everyone from that season, there's actually a lot of drama from the last season.
When it
that
airs
went
on
down, but-
CBS, is that recorded content that they've cut up into
Live.
a show, or it's 1 hour is live?
No,
Like,
it's okay. So it's live. You can watch it all happening live on the live feeds,
Right.
and they do summary episodes throughout the week of what's happened. So
That air
this
on
week on
CBS?
this week on Big Brother, this and this and this has happened, and you get to watch all the live competitions, all the live voting, and you stay up to date all summer long. So it comes
do
out.
those
every
air
summer.
on TV, or are those still
Yes,
online?
it airs
only?
on. It airs on TV.
Okay, so when you watch it on TV, you're not watching live. You're watching a recap of the previous week, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of assumed, because I'm like, how can they guarantee something interesting?
But you can watch it. So
in
sometimes
the 1 hour on TV.
So CBS has this tendency to like try to cut things out they don't want to get out there. Like if something bad goes down in the house, or like there's something racist that happens. Or
Well,
like
yeah, I
something-
mean, it's
right
major
And
network
so
TV. It's not cable. It's
The
not.
fact that they have the 24 live feeds on, TikTok's all on it. I was on TikTok this year. It was really big with Big Brother, and they were capturing these moments as they were happening and blowing them up before CBS could be like, "Oh no, that didn't happen."
Yeah.
And it's really interesting to see the difference in what we get to see versus what they show us on actual TV when
Yeah.
you're staying up to date on TikTok, which I think is really interesting and cool.
That's how all those clips of people like banging go, because obviously CBS isn't putting that on TV.
Yeah.
So it's people who are sitting there at all times monitoring the cameras who are like clipping this stuff up and like putting it online.
I want to be on it so bad. I think I'd kill it. I wouldn't say I would kill the competitions, but I have a really good memory when it comes to like remembering specific dates and things like that. And I also have a really good social game. I could be friends with literally anyone in a room. I could walk into a new place and I could have that whole room around my finger. No offense. Okay. but I'm just good like that. I'm just good like that. And I just think that I would kill it in that game.
I assume when you guys watch reality competition shows, you're constantly thinking what you would do.
Yeah.
Like, oh, if I was on the show, this is my strategy.
I'd be like, that's so dumb. Why would they do that?
All the time. Like when Dee and I watched The Circle. I don't know if you guys watched
I
that.
love The Circle
When
too.
we watch
Yeah.
Traders, which is a really good show on Peacock, like we're always like, we pause it and then we'll be like, okay, what would you do in this situation? Or here's how I would, like, we pause the episode and we like evaluate like I don't know. It's just kind of funny how we're always like thinking, okay, if I randomly get called tomorrow and I'm on the show, this is how I'm going to play it. Or if I'm going to be a catfish, if I'm on, The Circle, and this is who I'd be. And I'd, it's
There's
just
some
kinda funny.
diehards like that study the show and go in with a game plan. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And it's interesting to see. I think that reality TV is awesome when it comes to game shows. I think it's the best thing on cable. But that's just me.
Yeah, I like reality competition shows. I don't like reality shows like Real Housewives, where
Yeah.
it's
Me
like
too,
people
yeah.
just bitching and arguing and drama. I don't care about that. I don't mind the drama, but I want it to be wrapped around a
Yeah,
competition where there's
competition.
strategy. I want
Like
strategy.
Survivor and-
I want drama born out of strategy, not born out of like people being shitty people.
Right.
So
I feel like you can never really trust anyone either. And that pulls in like a whole nother like bit to it too.
well, because you have to, when you're playing a lot of these competition games, you have to decide like what your moral compass is going to be. Are you going to play how you really would? Like if or are you going to play to win the game and then have to put some of your morals to the side? Like it's kind of interesting when you're playing these games, like Squid Games, for instance, like the competition show. It's like, okay, would I just be a piece of shit because there's so much money at stake? Or would I like kind of go halfway? Or would I just completely play all game and just fuck everyone?
Well, I'm clumsy. I would have died in the first game.
Well, I mean, but you've seen the Squid Games competition show, right? Not
Right.
the actual
Yeah.
Korean
The
version.
competition.
Yeah.
I'd
But
be
like,
I would just die.
but yeah, it's kind of funny how I assume everybody does the same thing where we all watch and we're like, no, why would you do that? You should have done this. And you just have all these, better ideas. But I'm sure once you're in it, it's just like you forget a lot of stuff or there's so much going on. You can't possibly like comprehend
Right.
all the shit that's happening
I
with
feel
all the
like-
cameras and
I would love if like our town would do something like that. Like, can you imagine like, the Portage 401 page, if they had posted like a competition for like a prize, like, and people had to like, I just feel like that'd be the best entertainment.
Steve,
the
wouldn't that be
city's
wild if
ever
somebody
seen.
put something like that together?
Oh my gosh. I feel like that'd be the best entertainment I had all year. Like, I'd be like, I would stream it. I would watch it. I'd be like, ooh.
Yeah, the Portage from
I'd be like, is Austin Bonta the host? I need to know. Like, I'm a fan. I think we should do something like that. I just love things like that versus like,
Bringing the people together.
yeah, versus like, okay, like Wicked's cool, like, but like, imagine if like we had real life stuff, and maybe that's like Hunger Games of me, but I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
He said that because that's actually an idea that I was trying to put together
Really?
over the summer. Yeah, it was supposed to be in November. I was gonna have drones and different things, and yeah,
He was going to do like a competition.
That would have been awesome.
I have all the games that I was gonna do already listed out and what they would look like, how they work, how we shoot everything. I have it like all mapped out. It was gonna be called the panel games.
Okay, so next year we're gonna make this happen.
Oh
Is
yeah,
what I'm hearing?
there's 50 of us now that are actually potting on a weekly basis. I have more than enough people to do it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, I guess I hope Jerry gets better.
Yeah.
Rip Jerry.
But I did read that they didn't live together and they were trying to figure out a way that they could. I guess she wasn't planning on moving to Indiana, his wife after she won a competition. So I think she lives in Jersey. He lives in Indiana. They couldn't make it work, and then he's dying. So she was just like, "Well, guess this won't work."
First mistake, trying to bring her to Indiana. Okay, not gonna
Yeah.
lie. That's where he went wrong.
You're
to
gonna bring
begin
a
with.
city girl to Indiana?
I would have been like, you know what?
Yeah.
Like, Hawaii is looking real nice this time of year. Like, if you can afford to move to New Jersey and you just won like this competition show, like I wouldn't be like, oh, let's move to Indiana.
No one gets
Hell no.
no one gets hard off Indiana. So I guess we can go into food now. Real quick, how was that McRib?
It was so bad. I can't
What was
believe.
bad about it?
Okay, did you guys ever have like Salisbury steak growing up?
Yes.
Like,
love it.
The minute like in the microwave.
yes.
No.
Yeah, with the cardboard mashed potatoes.
It's
Yes.
good.
Okay. So my mom made us eat that growing up, and apparently you like it.
Yeah.
I always was questioning what the hell that meat was. It was like a mushy, weird.
Riblet.
No, but I'm saying the Salisbury steak.
Yeah.
It was always like a weird, mushy meat, and now and then it came with the mashed potatoes, which were
Definitely
terrible.
fake meat.
Yeah,
It's
and
definitely
it always
fake
just
meat.
I just ate it because I was a kid and I had to, but like I was always questioning what the hell it was. That's what this reminded me of. The McRib reminded me of that questionable meat with bad barbecue sauce. It was I don't think it's the same barbecue sauce
It's
they
not.
normally put
It's-
on.
Well, they have different barbecue sauces.
It's
They
not
have,
the dipping one.
No, they have the dipping one. They have the one they use for like when they make burgers or chicken sandwiches, and then they have the McRib sauce.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
McRib sauce was
What's up?
bad. I did
What's up,
not
Rick?
like it at all.
The bones are not on the rib.
No.
This
Okay.
isn't. This is this.
I've
they-
never had a McRib. But
I just had
I
it for the
don't
first
want one.
time,
When
and
they
they
get-
just stamp it to make it look like it's ribs, like with
Yeah.
like grooves in it.
Got
when they
it.
get when you get
Ew.
a McRib patty, like it just comes like in a box full of McRib, riblet frozen.
You can pick
plates.
it up.
What is
You could
the
pick
meat?
it up
Is
and
it
you.
pork?
I think so.
You know what it's
Right?
You know what it is.
it supposed to
right?
be pork?
I don't know, but it's funny
It's
because
goat ankles, I think, right? Ground up goat ankles.
Oh.
Speedway actually sells the equivalent. It's just a nicer bun on the McRib. That's all it is.
Y'all,
Nicer bun and onions.
I'm
Raw
gonna
onions.
Google what the hell the McRib is.
y'all are making me sick with this barbecue talk. Y'all know I ain't a barbecue girl.
Yeah, I hate barbecue sauce. It's so gross.
Yeah, well, I mean it's definitely different.
Pork.
Yeah, I would assume it's pork. It's definitely it's like gummy meat.
Yeah,
Ew.
it's
Yeah.
rubbery. It's
Yeah.
rubbery.
Ew,
Like you
yeah,
can
that's why
do
I
that
don't
with it.
eat it.
But I demolished it.
You liked it?
I
Do they
was
have pickles
also
on it?
I was also super pickles and onions.
All right.
But I was
it's
super stuffed
tolerable.
up, so I couldn't taste it.
The McDonald's onions that are chopped up real small. Those
Yeah.
ones.
Well, not super
No,
small.
they're slivered.
Slivered. Yeah.
I
So
took them
they're-
off because I don't like onions. But
Speaking of, did you
love
guys know
onions.
that you can order crinkle cut pickles on your sandwiches at McDonald's
No.
versus their regular pickles?
no,
Because they put crinkle cut on their chicken sandwiches, but when you can order other sandwiches, you can ask, "Hey, can I have
What's
the
the
crinkle
difference?
cut?" They're crinkle cut, and they taste better.
they're
like-
crunchy because of the
Oh.
because of the
And
texture
they're thicker
versus
and-
like the slimy kind of ones that are normally on it.
Yeah, and I was like, I wonder if you guys get crinkle cut on those. I was just wondering.
No, but I'm going to now.
Yeah, I wonder if that would make it taste better.
Can you do that through the app?
I
I don't
want
know.
to do that, but
No.
I'm scared.
I-
I'm so scared of confrontation.
Well, I always ask for like.
Confrontation, like they're gonna yell
Are
at you.
you asking for a crinkle cut pickle?
Are you demanding them or are you
Yeah.
asking?
Well, I always ask for like. So I'm like that weirdo that's like, can I get a side cup of pickles when I go to McDonald's? And then I'll be like, wait, make it crinkle cut. I just don't want my bread to get soggy because I don't know how long it's gonna be in the car. So I always ask for the pickles on the side so I can put it on. Plus, when you say extra pickle, they're like, yeah, I'll put one more pickle on there for you. And I'm like, you stingies.
Yeah.
You stingies. Give me a side cup.
Yeah.
And so then they give me the crinkle cut on the side. I pile it on, and it makes McDonald's 10 times better, in
Or
my
you
opinion.
could just get the pickles from the Meyer and the what Crystal's got right there. You could just get those.
The
and have
Mount
those on-
Olive.
But the
Yeah, just
crinkle
get the
cut is
Mount
free.
Olives.
You
Who
can get
buys
it for
Mount
free.
Olive?
Oh,
I
you
do.
get it for free.
Why? You like Mount Olive?
I just like the pickles.
I like.
That's what I'm saying. You like Mount Olive pickles?
I didn't know there was a
Yeah,
difference
they're
between
good.
that and the other.
especially the baby
kidding me?
cut.
You don't know the
Wait,
difference
you
between
like
like
Mount Olive?
Clausen and
No, I like bread and butter chips.
Ew.
Oh,
That is so gross.
No,
those aren't pickles.
Those are.
Those are an abomination.
I will say.
They're
Grillo's
definitely
pickles.
pickles.
Grillos are good.
Yeah, from Costco specifically, the $5.99
Yeah, I think
100
Costco
pickles.
does. I have seen them before. Yeah.
You
never
guys
had
like
that.
I just want
pickled
the sweet
okra?
ones.
No, but I love
No.
pickled green beans.
Ooh.
They're so good.
I
Like-
like green beans. I've never heard of pickled green beans.
Pickled green beans are the best. You can get it at Meijer. It's a skinny jar, and you just put it in the fridge. Gotta have it cold, and when you pull it out, it's like a little like sweet treat. You're just like salty, and it's super good.
It's a sweet treat.
like not like a sweet
I was gonna
treat.
say, what
but
about
like,
any of that
You
is-
know I'm not a very big ice cream person, but I take the equivalent of like a salty like green bean pickle
An ice cream.
as like an ice cream, like a cute little. That was a little tasty, and then it's,
I mean, it's way healthier than ice cream, I'm sure.
And I don't know, I just love pickled food. I love pickled green beans, pickled.
Why is bread and butter chips gross? They're sweet. They're good.
They're
They're
so
not
gross.
dill, because they're not
Yeah,
dill.
it's got to be
but
dill.
it's sweet.
What's the deal with that? You know what I mean? Like
Jeez.
Have you ever had fried green beans?
fried
I
green
had
beans.
them
I have
literally
so good.
yesterday.
Really? Where?
Geno's.
Okay. Were they good?
Geno's
Yeah, I've had them
East.
before. I don't remember
Geno's
where I had
Steakhouse.
them, but they were good. Yeah, they're like fried pickles, but like spears. They're in the spear shapes.
I
They just-
really love green beans.
I sat down and then they just brought it right in front of me, and I didn't even.
You didn't order it?
No, I guess at a certain time of the day they just bring you appetizers.
That's
when you
cool.
sit down. It's cool.
Huh.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like green beans. I really love asparagus too. But a difference about like green beans and asparagus, I like my asparagus burnt like chips. Like you put them in the oven, you bake them till they're like a chip, and when you bite into it, you're like, this crunch. It's just really good. I don't know, but I just like my veggies, I guess.
I do too.
Yeah,
But-
same.
What's a meal
Brussels
that your
sprouts.
parents made growing up that was like that you loved, and then one that you hated? Like your favorite meal your parents made, and the meal that you absolutely hated.
Loved. My mom makes this like goulash.
Oh, she was talking about her goulash last week.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Is that cold soup?
No.
No.
What's cold soup? Gazpacho.
Yeah.
What's goulash?
Like
She makes it with like meat.
sausage and
It's like big.
But
huge,
what is it?
It's like big. It's a pasta dish with
Oh,
like
it's
big
pasta?
Yeah, but it's like a soup kind of. It's like a soupy pasta, but it's
It's like
thicker.
a pasta visual,
yeah.
but
I
like
don't know what that is either.
I just
so
made
so just
goulash,
imagine
yeah.
pasta
use soup.
and
I
very,
love soup, but-
spiral pasta,
Oh, okay.
meat and veggies and like a tomato base.
Yeah.
yeah,
So like a
it's-
creamy-
I honestly like. I know it can. I just don't really care for it.
like a tomato pasty.
Yeah, it's like
So it has like it's like a soup of it's like tomato soup kind of.
It's
but
very
like thicker,
heavy.
but thicker with like cheese, beef, and big shells and lots of cheese.
I mean, I would eat all those things.
And or you can put like sausage in it and stuff, and it's
Like
really
gumbo?
good. Yeah, my grandmother
Yeah,
used to
it's
make
like a
goulash when I was
gumbo.
growing up. Yeah, but it's not like gumbo where it's like super soupy. It's very thick.
Well, gumbo also has rice in it, right?
I
Rice
think
and
so.
beans aren't rice beans sausage.
I like. I will
So instead
say,
of that, it's tomato based. But yeah,
I will say my favorite food ever is also tomato based. It's called sopita. I'm Mexican.
Yep.
And
Sopa.
I love sopa. It is my. You eat it when you're sick. You eat it when you're sad. You eat it when you're happy. It was cooked up in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Just so you can't go
Do you
wrong
like
with
menudo?
it.
like a tomato soup.
I love menudo.
Yeah.
Although I
Menudo's
will
great.
say, I had it recently, fresh, but I put too much
Cilantro.
oregano, fresh oregano in
yeah.
it, and it made me throw it up. And then I've been like anti menudo since then. But I do love menudo. But sopita's my favorite. My least favorite, meatloaf. My family loved to make meatloaf growing up. I don't like ketchup.
That's my favorite food in the world.
Yeah.
I don't like. It's just like meat, and it's just like touching. It's like I just.
But I don't,
You
I'm,
don't
not,
like the
I'm not a
texture?
gravy meat guy. I'm a tomato sauce meatloaf guy.
I see. I think I'd rather have it with gravy.
Tomato
than-
sauce. Okay, yeah. We always put ketchup on it growing up, but
No, like a tomato pasty, sweet.
Maybe that would taste better. My family just put the ketchup on it
Yeah, we
and
did
called it a
ketchup.
day. And I would look at it and I'd be
Fucking
like,
white people just so disrespectful.
I'd just be like, ew. And no, then like their sloppy joes too. They put ketchup on their sloppy joes, and I'd be like,
Those were so
that's-
good.
it's just it goes everywhere. And I didn't really like my food touching when I was
you
a
just might well
kid.
put just ketchup on spaghetti at this point.
Oh, like
Are there any weird things that you guys put in your spaghetti?
I put zucchini.
no.
I put green pepper,
Yum.
mushrooms.
I put ranch.
Red pepper.
I like spaghetti tacos. You put it in the.
Ranch.
Yeah, I put ranch or the spaghetti
Put
tacos
it
sound good.
out.
I put ranch in my beef tacos.
Ranch and spaghetti and sugar.
Yeah.
Sugar.
Sugar.
Yeah.
Then what do you
But-
think tomato sauce is?
Yeah.
Like,
But
So
not
you put-
with the ranch. I understand the sugar,
No, it's
but
either or. So either I'll eat it with
I
ranch.
can-
If it's like regular spaghetti, I'll eat it with ranch. But if it's baked spaghetti,
Ranch and spaghetti. Huh.
if you do baked spaghetti, it always has to be sweet because baked spaghetti is
like
when you
lasagna.
no you make the spaghetti and then you put it in a pan
With
and then you
cheese.
put cheese on top and you bake it.
So good.
And usually when we do it like that, there's sugar in it because it's sweeter.
well, I like.
It's a black thing.
I love a good spaghetti day. I love to put my
Yeah.
spaghetti on tacos. I eat spaghetti tacos like from iCarly. That just always hits to me.
On
Like
the
you
ground
can't go
beef?
wrong with it.
Spaghetti on the ground beef and tacos.
Yeah, well, you put the ground beef in the spaghetti sauce, right?
Spaghetti meatballs.
It's basically you just
Oh, so
put
you're
that on
just
the
eating it-
taco on a hard shell, and you just bite it like that. Can't go wrong. Cannot. It's so good.
I want to
Spaghetti
have
always
fried
hits.
spaghetti.
I think
Wow.
Taco Bell's doing that actually. I think that's
Really?
going to be a new menu item. Is that they're doing? Or no, it's not Taco Bell. It's I think Del Taco is doing spaghetti tacos.
Have you guys ever
or
had
spaghetti
Del Taco
burritos?
before?
Maybe no.
I've seen them, but I haven't stopped.
Del Taco is like if you thought that
It's West Coast Taco Bell, right?
it
I mean, they have Taco Bell, but it's
it's
just
more
West
of a
Coast.
Western themed Taco Bell, but it's like shittier.
Yeah.
It's I can't even explain to you how like it's like cheap made with cheaper ingredients. It's like
Then Taco Bell.
yeah, Del Taco
Yikes.
is
So is it hamster meat instead of cat meat? What's the
It's as if you didn't have a health code.
what's the next cheapest meat?
it's like you know how there's McDonald's and then there's like Burger King.
I'm familiar with those
Well,
establishments.
but how like McDonald's is like that's
Better
the
than
premier,
Burger King.
that's the premier, and Burger King's kind of like there's Taco Bell and there's Del Taco. It's the Burger King of Taco Bell.
Well, listen, they're gonna go up in my booth if
Yeah.
they get spaghetti tacos going.
They've had more authentic type of food. What we should get is El Pollo Loco. That would be great.
Yeah,
El Pollo Loco is amazing.
I don't think we need any more Mexican restaurants. I think we need some Asian restaurants in this
Yeah.
Or
town.
like P.F.
Yeah.
Chang's or we don't have P.F.
Well,
Chang's around here.
no, we don't.
I would take literally anything. I want a rotating sushi bar. Okay, you know that's what I want here.
We should have a Payway. I don't know if you guys have heard of Payway. Is like the Chipotle of
Asian.
Asian food. It's like so you know how you have like
Isn't that Panda Express?
yeah, Payway is it's like the more expensive version of Panda Express, but it's a lot better. It's like higher quality food. It's kind of like how Taco Bell and Chipotle are like different. Is Panda Express and Payway?
Wow.
It's really good.
All right. What about you guys? Like worst favorite dishes?
I was gonna say when you were talking about sloppy joes, I've never had sloppy joes growing up. We only had sloppy Tims and sloppy
you were the
Dans.
sloppy Joe.
We had sloppy Tims and sloppy Dans because I would cry when they would call it sloppy joes.
That reminds me
So
of
I would just
when
cry until they changed the name.
I would cry when my mom would have to call ranch white ketchup because I only wanted ketchup, and I would cry if they called it ranch. Now I'm a ranch fan, but
That's so funny. They do that with my niece and nephew. They call them pizza noodles instead of like massacholi or whatever. It's pizza noodles.
I was kind of the same way with A1 sauce on my steak. I really loved A1 sauce on my steak, but if I knew they were putting A1 sauce on my steak, I was like, nope, that's a sauce. I can't do it. So my mom would just say, that's the grease from the steak. I was like, oh, all right.
that's what you would be okay
Yeah,
with.
yeah. And then my friends would make it. I'd be like, where's the grease? And I actually didn't even learn that she put A1 on it until like I was in college. I was so embarrassed. It was so funny though.
Brady, do you have anything that you loved growing up?
My
hated?
dad actually makes amazing sloppy joes, but I didn't really grow up on it. He didn't start making it until I feel like I was like older. He didn't really cook until we were all older. My mom made a good meatloaf.
Yep, my mom too.
A tuna noodle casserole.
Oh,
I didn't, but it was without the tuna. Tuna noodle casserole
so
without
noodle
the
casserole.
Yeah.
Okay,
So-
Okay.
good.
But she would eat it with the tuna, and I'm like, I'm not eating that with tuna. So we call it a cheesy noodle casserole.
Grandma makes the like, what's that chicken thing with like the cereal on top?
Chicken
So
thing
good.
with cereal on top, like potatoes for a crowd.
Like shake and bake
no,
chicken.
no. Chicken
There's
thing
like
with-
chicken, and then chip
Oh.
is like frosted flakes on top.
The chicken and rice casserole.
Yes,
So
that's
good.
With frosted
so
flakes
good.
on it?
It's not frosted flakes. It's
Oh.
like a it's
Rice
just
Krispie?
corn. No, it's just corn.
Or the
flakes.
corn
Oh,
flakes.
corn
But she
Chex?
puts melted butter on it and mixes it with the butter and then tops it on the casserole. Mwah.
I want your grandma's number.
And her grandma's my mom. So,
Okay,
but
I want your mom's number.
I didn't grow up on that either. She was making that when we were older. But you grew up on it.
Yeah.
I grew up on more like easier, quick meals that she
Yeah.
would throw together. but always put some love in it. She did like a soup can of golden mushroom soup and would throw it on some chicken.
Yeah.
And it was so good with mashed potatoes and green beans with like butter on them. So good.
So this is funny because I'm thinking now like what my daughter is going to say in like 30 years, and Dee and I don't cook anything at all. So she's gonna be like
Chipotle.
yeah, because my mom and dad used to bring home Panera. Like we used to have Chipotle all the time, Starbucks. Like because we don't cook anything. Like we don't know how to. We have no skills for that.
So you never cook?
No.
I teach
Not-
cooking nutrition classes, by the way.
Really?
I do. I get paid to do that.
Interesting.
So, for free.
Yeah,
So if
we
you ever want.
we do not cook.
I'm sure
any-
you cook like frozen meals.
Oh yeah. Like we'll
Okay.
buy meals that are frozen and prepare them, but
Got
we're not.
it. But you're not
we're
like
not
cooking from scratch.
No, hell no. And for me, actually, probably for both of us, we're just too lazy to like cook anything. We're just
Okay,
like, fuck
I'm
it.
getting there.
And she's
I'm
always
getting
just like,
there.
I'll just put in frozen pizza. I don't care anymore. You know,
Yeah.
just something like that.
I'm getting there.
Or what we do is we'll go out to eat and we'll both just like immediately cut our meal like in half. So we'll only have half our meal there, and then we'll have leftovers for like a day or
Yes.
two after that. So we're
Innovative.
super good about leftovers.
So am I.
But yeah, we don't cook shit.
Well,
so
if you ever want to learn, I will say, I know, like, I literally teach everyone. I couldn't cook like 4 or 5 years ago. I thought throwing cans in a pan together was cooking, and I was like, call it a day. But now I love my veggies, and I love to cook things from scratch because if you didn't know this, vegetables are actually good if you
I
cook
love
them
most
the right
vegetables.
way.
Love
If you
cooking
cook them
vegetables.
the right way, because I used to think, I was like, I hate spinach because my dad will buy like the strong guy like can and boil it, and I would
Strong guy can.
what was his name? Not Popeyes.
Mr. Green. Or
Mr.
it's like something green.
Was it Popeye?
Jolly Green
It was
Giant?
Popeye. It was
Jolly
Mr. Popeye.
Jolly
Wasn't
Green
it
Giant?
Like
I'm
Popeye.
actually gonna
Popeye.
go to Popeyes after
Not
this.
Popeyes. What was his name? But anyway, he would buy
Sounds
that
really
guy
good.
and he would boil it and he would bring it to school and be like, "Oh, I surprised you with food," and then he'd make me shove boiled spinach down my throat, and I was so embarrassed because I used to sit like at the table with all the guys and I was like that cool girl,
Yeah.
and then he brought spinach one day and was like, "Eat your greens," and I was like, "Oh, he's punishing me." Like I was like, cool, and I threw up in front of everyone, and I like and I cried. It was so embarrassing, but then I was like, I'm never gonna eat another vegetable, and now I just love vegetables, and I was like,
Yeah.
why would he boil it? Like, and I think like
The smell of that.
I think that with age too and time, like people grow up making things the way their parents did.
Yeah.
And it like takes one person to change that and start cooking from home and cooking healthier
And they had
fresher
like less
things.
resources back then than we do. We have like the whole World Wide Web with
Right.
lots of recipes.
We have
Exactly.
HelloFresh.
Yeah, we have HelloFresh. All they had was boiling.
Right, and so like I
Salt
want to
and
be
pepper.
mad
Boiled
about
chicken.
it,
Can you imagine
but-
they eat that shit?
No. Ew.
Boiled chicken.
Yeah,
My
no.
mom talks about like eating liver and
Give
stuff.
me
I'm like,
astronaut food.
Yeah.
Give me
Spam.
doomsday
Canned
prepper food before I'm
spam.
eating that.
Canned chicken, and canned packaged chicken is actually
I
not
don't
bad.
mind canned chicken, but I'm talking about boiled chicken.
Yeah, it's like it's not bad if you put it
No,
in
that's
a soup.
different. Don't tell me they're the same thing.
I'm not saying it's the same thing. I'm just saying that like you can make it good. It doesn't have to be bad.
The majority of my childhood, my parents cooked every meal, like, or not every meal because we only had dinner at home. We were at school, but my parents cooked every day. It was different. My dad did most of the cooking, and he get like OCD about certain things. Well, not OCD, but obsessive if he's trying to perfect something. So if he's working on something, we would have it like
Tweaking.
every day. So my favorite thing that he would make, his barbecue, is like top tier. My dad has the best barbecue ever, and that's where, when I was like lavering and stuff and putting it back on the grill and stuff, like my dad did all that.
Yeah, when you came over one time, you did hot dogs and
Yeah.
you grilled them in barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
And that was so good.
Yeah, my dad.
I'd never heard of that before.
And the type of barbecue sauce he uses, you don't really get a lot here.
It was Casey Masterpiece, right?
Yeah, and it's just so much
I
different. It's way
listen.
better. Yeah.
Hot take. I will try barbecue sauce if it's that good. And
Have you ever
haven't
had a
it
hot
that
dog
bad.
grilled in barbecue sauce?
No, I haven't. I won't touch barbecue sauce, but I will try it.
But that
we can
sounds
do
like
a whole
little
segment.
those little appetizer weenies that they do.
True,
Not like
but
that.
this is grilled because those
Yeah.
are usually in a crock pot or whatever.
Well, I would love those grilled. Like I
But-
don't eat them because they're not. They're just like
This is
Okay.
a whole
warmed.
hot dog.
No, but I could see that being
Yeah.
good because
it
I
caramelizes the dog, so the dog
Yeah.
has like a sticky exterior to it. Like it's not like you're eating it with sauce on it. I mean, you are, but
Yeah.
I'm saying it sticks to the.
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of
good.
think that'd be good with Spam.
Never had Spam before.
No.
Like I feel like fried, like
Never
it's
had
just
it.
like a hot dog.
Hawaii, you've got to have a lot of Spam. I'm sure.
I'm sure that would taste delicious. Actually, you should
Yeah.
try that. I think.
Yeah, probably. With Spam, it would because
Spam
of the way
is crazy.
because the way that Spam
Never had it.
No.
It's
the way
so
Spam
fire.
cooks up,
No.
it gets crispy.
Is it
Yeah.
like a ham?
Okay, so
Spam
it's like
ham?
a canned meat, right? You don't ask what it's in it, right? Like that's just
what it
you
is.
just-
So like
you
hot
just don't
dogs.
ask, right? And I used to think that I was like, whoa, I would never eat that, right? And I talked a little bit about this last time. My friend made it for my birthday, and it was like this giant one. And she was like, I made it just for you. And I wanted to cry because, first of all, it had soy sauce on it, and I wasn't a sauce girl. But she looked like I was breaking her heart by not eating this thing. And so I sat there and I was like, I will eat it. And I tried it, and I realized that fried Spam is the best thing to ever exist on this entire planet.
Yeah, it looks really good too.
It's so good with like soy sauce and seaweed wrapped around it.
Oh.
It's so good. And
love soy
I
sauce.
will advertise to everyone like people
Try
are like, "Oh,
Spam.
I'll never eat that." Like blah blah blah. And they say that it's poor person's food, but it's actually not. It's like $5 a can. It's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good. I would recommend it to anyone really.
I'm trying
yeah,
to think.
the-
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, no.
No, I've
don't.
seen what it
Oh,
looks
okay.
like. I know.
But
I just don't know what it
You should
is.
look
when you
Spam
have it
mousse
when you have it
videos.
like with rice and seaweed and stuff, they roll it up like sushi. They-
what?
I'm gonna try it in
Yeah.
2025.
Yeah, no, we should definitely
I'm
try it.
not,
You tried it or no?
So this is
No.
how I would recommend you guys.
and I won't.
This
You
is how I
won't?
would recommend you guys eating it like this.
Ew, what
Let me
the?
see.
What's it on? A bed of rice or something?
That looks
Yeah.
like
Oh
Shit,
yeah,
it looks like
Shoot,
sushi.
that looks like some
I
slides
told
that
you
I
they,
would
they
put
wrap
on
it up
my
like
I
sushi.
make this. I'll make it. I'll make it for everyone. I make it from
It looks
scratch.
like the new
Are-
Nike
are your
Pro
feet the
slides,
Spam?
like 2025.
It's
What
so
the
good.
fuck?
I swear. I
They
swear.
couldn't even.
Yeah, no,
They
that's-
only wrapped
they wrap it up
one
like sushi. I've seen
piece
them like that.
Yes,
of seaweed
it's
around.
so
They couldn't
good.
do
And they
the
have this-
whole thing.
They have this like seaweed and salt seasoning you put on it. It's called frittata. Yeah.
What a fusion. Spam being possibly the most American thing I've ever heard of, and then sushi.
I'm getting
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Together.
It's
That's like
so
hot dog
good.
sushi. That's like
And you get it at 7-Eleven in Hawaii. Like they have them
Ew, I would
pre-made in the
Okay.
kitchen.
First of
Yeah.
all, you'll never catch me eating spam.
It's so
Second of all,
good.
you'll definitely never catch me eating spam
7-Eleven.
from fucking 7-Eleven,
Listen,
bro.
I
listen.
can't
That
bear to
shit's
eat gas
expired.
station food.
It's like my
makes me
secret, my
so
secret
nervous.
love.
you don't eat Speedway rollers.
No.
Okay, Luke.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I go in there and I'm like, damn,
The
that
tornadoes?
looks
Do you eat
good.
those tornadoes?
Luke's gas station has good food, and then Family
I
Express
think I'll do
pizza.
a pizza.
Casey's is the best. Come
I'll
on.
do a
Casey's
pizza.
Yeah.
Maybe
Real.
a fried
Casey's
chicken,
breakfast
but
pizza is
So
It's
good.
not
Insane.
as
So
good as Family Express breakfast pizza.
Bro, no.
And
I
I'll
like
die.
I don't know, I've
I'll
never
die
tried
on
that.
hill. I'll die.
But
Mondays-
Casey's breakfast pizza is absurdly good. It's I don't understand why. Like why do they get off doing
Maybe
that
it's
shit?
like, is
I'll
it like
have to drive
oven?
down
Is it
there.
like
Huh?
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
No, I'm saying like Casey's. What are they doing to the pizza?
Oh, I don't know. Like they're a gas station. Where the fuck do they get off
Yeah, like,
making
what are you
unbelievable
doing?
breakfast pizzas?
I'm gonna have to go tomorrow morning and figure it out.
maybe
You had it, right?
Maybe they stone like you know
You've
how they
never
have like the
I
stone
think I've
bakers.
had their pizza, but not
Like
their
they
breakfast
slide it
pizza.
all the way in like mod pizza maybe.
I
You
doubt
talking
it,
about
but maybe.
Casey's?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've literally only had their
Where
breakfast
are they
pizza. I've never
kept?
had a regular one because I was told to try their breakfast one, and I'm like, no chance. I'm not eating breakfast pizza at a gas station. And I resisted for so long, and then I tried it. My wife and I tried it, and it blew our fucking minds.
Yeah.
We get the one with biscuits and it's not biscuits and gravy, but it's sausage gravy.
Yeah,
is the
yeah,
base.
Love
Yeah.
a sausage gravy.
Sausage gravy. Oh my god.
That's the most
So good.
Indiana thing I ever heard. In my life.
True, but it's so good.
I'll try it. I'll
Do
try
it.
it. I'll
Please
do
do.
it. I'll do
They-
it. I'm not really a pizza person. Like, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. It's because the red
I'm
sauce
not
though.
either.
But you're
Love
telling me it's
pizza.
white sauce, and I'm like,
Well,
okay.
Yeah.
so it
I love a
defaults
white
as regular
sauce.
marinara sauce, but you can change it to the sausage gravy instead, and then it comes with eggs on it because it's breakfast pizza. So we get it with I think obviously the eggs, the sausage gravy, and
You
then
can custom order it.
yeah,
What?
yeah,
That's crazy.
and then I think we do bacon maybe on top as well.
Custom order pizza.
But
See,
it's-
okay, I've been on like a steak kick recently. Have you seen? You've probably seen it. You're on TikTok.
Obviously, I love talking.
The
Steak talk?
steak like drama.
No,
with
I
the
haven't
girls.
seen the steak
Drama?
drama. I've seen the mac and
Serious?
cheese drama, but not the
What?
steak
I
drama.
haven't
Mac
seen
and
that.
cheese
No, there's like
drama?
this steak drama with like these two girls. This one girl like always made steak videos, and this other girl started making them, and like mentioned the other girl's name, and then the other girl like blocked her. I don't know,
Yeah.
huge drama.
So, it's about
So I'm like
school.
watching all of this, but like whole time they're both eating steak, and I'm like, holy shit,
That
this
looks
steak's
good.
looks like
Yeah.
I'm gonna get some
Have
steak
you ever
tonight.
put garlic salt on your steak
Yeah.
when making it?
Okay, so I put like this Jack Daniel's steak seasoning on there, and then lemon garlic. It is so good. Lemon garlic seasoning.
Lemon and garlic together, best combo. But
Yep.
you throw some garlic salt to salt it up with some garlic salt, and then when you slice it after and eat it like all sliced, best tasting thing ever. I'm telling you.
So good.
I
But
do
yeah,
like
no,
steak, but I don't
steak
eat
kick.
it a lot. I don't eat it a lot. I think I eat more pork chops more often than I eat steak, but I think it's just because it's more affordable. But for me anyway. But yeah,
Is this you?
Yeah.
I thought
It's-
you can't play music.
It's his
I
own.
can play
It's his
music that
music.
I've created
Oh yes, this
because
is
it's not copyrighted.
This is him.
This is Swill.
Yeah,
This is
like
him.
yeah.
He's been doing this for 15 years.
But we
Ted's
can't make a
jealous over
song.
there. He's like, "Ooh, I wish I could hear this music."
Two bad bitches to play.
Hey.
I done go get it at my condo naked. Text say I'm ready, so I'm dropping in gears. Parking halfway down the block, cause her dad racist. Me the
Dad
chick wanted maybe God take her back to the crib.
Not
Then I fuck her
dad.
brain.
The dad. At least call him dad.
Dad.
Dad
I love
racist.
I like how you're like Dada.
Because they're dada.
Had to be 2
It's
syllables.
like Tada, but like her Dada.
That's literally 19-year-old me.
Oh, that's
Rapping.
good.
Yeah, that's my. Let's wrap it
Fire.
up now. Music. We're going on 2 hours, so
yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah, we had a lot of fun today. We lost Naked Greg in the process. He lasted an hour longer than last time.
Yeah.
Last week he sat with me and Tab for 10 minutes and and then left.
He made it 10 minutes.
10 minutes and then he left, and it was me
We
and
love you,
Tab
Greg.
talking for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks for lasting an hour.
Thank you.
we love you, Naked Greg.
In his defense, it was cold in
Thanks.
here.
Thanks to all the streamers in the live as well. Thank you
For
for joining
sure.
us.
For sure.
you.
Thank you for everybody watching live. Thank you for everybody who lasted this long in the podcast. We appreciate you. Go ahead and like and subscribe and follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook, TikTok, everywhere. Snapchat, everywhere. We're going to be on that new shit
All of the above.
that they're getting.
Comment if you would watch us have a live competition against each other in real
Yeah.
time.
We were supposed to do different competitions on different pods, but I would love to do a competition, especially
The
if it's us
Squid
eating something.
Games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
comment if you want that.
Yeah. I
American version.
all it takes is warm weather because I was supposed to do this shit in November.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And for July.
yeah, no, oh yeah, it's gonna. The panel games are coming. It's not an idea that I've let go at all. I don't forget anything. I have like 10 more shows that we're popping off.
Listen.
This month we're dropping a WWE show.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
and then the love
we
panel
do-
starts,
Can
I
we
believe, next
do
week.
Mashed potato gravy.
What's the love
Mashed
panel?
potato wrestling.
The love panel will. The love panel will actually be shooting before we shoot this one.
I
So
feel
on
like I need to
Thursdays.
be on the love panel. It's about my time.
Yeah, it's about dating and relationships and being single in 2024 and 5 and all that
Oh,
other
that's
shit.
perfect for me.
Yeah.
Cover your ears. I know a
What
lot
day
about
are
the
we doing
subject.
this?
It's gonna be
Thursdays.
Gonna be
He said right before this podcast.
Thursdays at 7, and then we
a
record this
double
one
feature.
Thursdays at 9.
Nice.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
are we joining?
Yeah, I'll probably
So-
if you're doing both, I'll probably like get you guys some snacks and shit like that, and kind of
Some Coke Zero, maybe.
Yeah, I gotta invest in Coke Zero.
So next Thursday.
Yeah, I believe so.
Comment the laughing emoji with the purple heart if you're this far in with us. And
Yeah.
thank you for watching, you guys.
Thank you. It was a vibe. It was real. This is the panel. They call me Swill, and we will see you guys next time.
See ya.